And shit.
Okay. All right. So lots happened last time.
Yeah.
Tons.
Too
So
drunk.
I know.
basically, you guys went back to the second day to the Viscounts.
Viscount.
Is it Viscount?
Yeah.
It's Viscount.
In America, it's Viscount. I will say in the UK, it's Viscount. You're right.
I'm British.
Well,
As
we're
you can tell by
American.
my shitty
So
Cockney accent.
talk our way.
I thought really shitty Cockney accents. I gotta tell you.
What was it? George
So
said that
shitty, I didn't even
I
recognize it
had
as a
two
shitty
Cockney accents and they both suck.
Speak Cockney accent. They both suck.
I'm like, okay, well, I'll just go to London and try them out on some actual British people and
Oh,
see
yeah,
what they
do
say.
that.
Yeah, how'd that go?
Yeah,
Go try it on some actual
I figured
cock.
it out, but I was gonna do it. But anyway, you guys went to the Viscount's second day dance and basically approached him about the ring. And he said, yes, Lowell's came, he did me some service, and I gave him a ring. And I will do the same thing for you. Here's the service I give. He goes, tonight is the night where the perpetual sun of the Dreamlands dips low enough where we have a sunset. It's called the Amber Sunset. That happens tonight, and it happens probably once a month, so it's pretty rare. It's like a full moon kind of analogy. But
I literally just need to.
typically there are parties and things of that nature. Well, he's like, I'm holding a party tonight. And the problem is, historically, noblemen will have a special dance at the Amber Sunset with someone upon whom they wish to bestow particular favor.
Right.
He comes out and says, I basically promised 3 different women that I would dance with them tonight.
And I want to dance with the fourth.
He wants to dance with the fourth. A fourth woman who you don't know who that is, just who is basically is called his beloved. So he's like, basically, if you can get me out of this, so that I can have to dance with my beloved, then I will give you the ring. You guys are like, okay. So the first one was a vampiress that you guys talked about, and essentially she wanted to have the dance because it improved her standing with the nobility and cemented her relationship with the Viscount. And basically, ultimately, what she requested, she said, "Okay, I'll let it go if one of you guys dance with me and give me just a teeny bit of blood." And you agree. And she typically
One of us did.
Which one of us did it? Was it okay?
Yeah.
No,
No, it was Elam.
Was it Elam?
Yeah, it was Elam. Yeah.
Crow
I
went
remember-
for the other woman.
Yes.
Elam
was
went
being
for.
creepy AF.
Crow was trying to,
I don't know what Crow was attempting, but I was also too drunk to understand.
well, he was too.
Yeah, I was gonna say she was also
Alright.
so.
So then so there's the next person who was I don't have
The servant girl.
no
No. The merchant was next.
The first.
the merchant girl.
prince.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
So
merchant.
Lady Splinterbone is the vampire lady.
Yeah.
Right. Crow was the- oh.
And Ardvin. Wait, no, is it Ardvin Telegrant is a merchant, and she was planning on using her being
Contacts.
yeah,
Business contacts.
right? So this idea is that she is sort of like connected to the Viscount, and now that opens up different areas. Thank you very much. Opens up different areas of business opportunities associated with his business people, right? So she wanted to do that, and I think the deal was that you guys made with her was that you would put in a good word, and I think you checked with the Viscount, and he said that he would.
Yeah, that would work.
He would open up those contacts, but I think did you guys have to give her a present of some sort?
No,
Oh, fucking no.
just had to, or give her word, our word,
That would broker a deal for her, basically.
that the Viscount would honor her contracts and
Yeah.
dealings.
Gotcha, okay, perfect. All right, so that settled that. The last one was Maudette, servant girl that the Viscount had taken under his wing, so to speak.
Under his wing.
Taken under his wing. Creepers, sex pests exist everywhere.
Right, exactly.
So,
In Dreamlands, there's a lot of weird dreams.
but you guys couldn't find it. In the thing, you went back into the kitchen to try and find her because she's a servant girl, and you tried to find her this and that, and it just didn't work. you guys couldn't find her. So finally you did a little bit of like nosing around and found out that she had been only a few minutes, less than an hour before, had been grabbed by one of those tendrils that comes down, grabs people, and drags them up into the webbed area in the top. At which point you began checking things out upstairs.
Right, rather
So-
than say, oh, well, don't have to worry about her.
Yeah, exactly. You guys began checking them out because you wanted to, one, probably get to the bottom of the mystery of what the hell's going on
Right,
upstairs.
yeah,
And
Or
two,
a bunch of goody two-shoes.
if you can
Yeah,
bring,
that's us.
if you can bring rescuing her, which
Yeah.
almost certainly be sufficient to get her back. So you began sort of peering up there and you saw a variety of creatures. Odd kind of humanoid kind of creatures kind of skipping around. And that in one of them you saw at least one it looked like tearing apart and eating one of the guests that they had brought up at some point.
earlier, yep.
But you did not see the girl.
No, we think that the girl was this
The
one
figure.
laying down on the ground, because they were all kind of huddled around it.
They were all kind of huddled around her, but you're not sure. It looks, if it's her, he's not in good shape.
Right, and we have to hurry. And they cheat, they don't do what I want them to do.
Yes, that's right.
Is that what cheating is?
Yes.
It's weird that way.
This is conceptual, based on what you conceptualize cheating as.
And that's sort of where we stopped. You guys had gone up there, checked things out, but had not sort of made a move, and you certainly did not see the girl. And that's kind of where we start tonight, is like, what next? What are you guys gonna do next?
What will we do?
What will the gang do next?
So we're back downstairs now, is that what we did?
Back up, well, not all the way
We're
downstairs,
just-
just balcony.
on the-
just
we're on
below
the
the
landing.
So
Okay.
there's like a little balcony
You're
right
on
there
the-
and a
okay.
little ladder that leads up to this
That's
top
right.
area.
Right.
But yeah, you
But we're
guys
not on the
nobody's
main-
on the ladder.
Yeah, we're not on the main floor anymore, though.
No,
We're on the
it doesn't-
landing.
I mean, you peeked up there. I think Jex was invisible when he went up there.
Yes,
So, because I know his guy has the invisibility hood on. And you didn't see her, but they didn't see you either.
right. And I thought, I'm not getting in this fight by myself.
I think that's smart. Yeah, I mean, kind of smart.
Chicken.
Only I had some large friend that could help me out. Ooh, I know, I'll go downstairs and get him.
I'll go get me one of them.
Okay, guys. The only plan I have
Mhm.
is to have,
Is it another Justice Day?
kind of. I'm gonna have Elib climb up there, and as soon as you get up there, I'm gonna enlarge. Okay? What other part of the plan, or is that an okay plan with everyone? I'm asking.
Do we know what all? is
Oh, I've
happening?
told you guys
Okay.
basically.
Yeah,
out up
basically,
there.
you've seen these four
'Cause
sort of.
I went up there invisible, looked around, and then came back down.
Okay, cause, well, I mean,
And we've all
I'll-
gotten by the first staircase guard by you saying you're supposed to be there, and we're just following you.
Hey, what was he
That
like?
was him.
Go ahead. You're supposed to be up there? All right, go ahead.
Yeah,
All right, then. I'm with you. Off you go.
how sturdy does everything look?
The catwalk is.
It'll hold us.
Yeah, it definitely is. The thing about, there's a catwalk, but there's also interspersed is a bunch of pretty dense, what looks to be spider webs.
Yeah, don't fall in those.
Yeah, now you're not sure whether or not those will hold you up, but there's certainly
Or ensnare you.
or the scenario, but the walkways look okay.
Yeah,
I mean. About the only thing
Yeah.
I can think.
spider webs are sticky, so I don't recommend going into the spider. web.
Really? I
You
did.
know what
Learn
you
something
want.
new every day.
Yeah, it's rid of spider webs.
Fire.
Napalm gravy.
That might,
Let's use that as the last.
yeah, that might make, yeah, that might cause a little bit of,
The people.
yeah.
below.
Right, but it could also end up burning the person that we need alive, potentially, if she's
Yeah.
in there.
things just automatically caught on fire in the past.
Spontaneous.
So I've
combustion.
heard.
It's rough.
Yeah, I don't know, nobody knows.
Okay.
Yeah,
What's your
sure,
plan?
sure with that. I would at least
Is
wait though.
is
until-
that the whole plan? Is
I
mine?
got,
I mean,
I don't know what
do
else
we
we
want
fucking
to
do.
Run by, the idea of combat with our host to make sure that we're not, stepping on toes
We don't have time.
within.
I can go do that while you guys.
You wanna
do
run all the
fight.
way down there and ask and then come back? I mean, it's not that far,
What the
but
fuck am I gonna do in this combat?
Well, I suppose if you're not-
For you, so I can chuck you and you can like
no.
base jump.
So here's the,
Rocky.
the likelihood is that the Viscount's not gonna care, as long as bodies aren't dropping into the middle of
Right.
this part.
So don't
So-
set the thing on fire.
As you can
Right, well,
imagine,
that's not gonna be an
discretion
option at this-
is important.
That would cause
Yeah, risk
widespread
it.
chaos, and that's not what I'm all about.
I'm writing that down.
What did you say?
He said discretion is the important part. I'm like, he's got the right people there.
Sure does.
Discretion is our confirmation name.
And I'm really just, and
Catholic Church?
Yes, yes, it is.
I'm really just appalled that you guys think fireballs is the answer to everything.
I'm shocked that you don't.
If I learned anything about D&D,
And I haven't.
and I. Oh. Thanks, Beth.
I was like, with me, not you.
Sure.
Wow.
That's what I got from the follow-up.
You didn't have to repeat what I said.
I didn't repeat shit.
Yes, you did. You said I. Go on.
Fireball's the answer to everything.
That's fair. Come on, it was a good joke.
It was.
It was.
Just at my expense.
Sorry.
And believe me, I have not.
Now,
I'm guessing that was
Doug-
also a quote.
Doug is scheduled to
I'm putting it,
to
I'm appalled that you
DM.
guys think that fireball is the answer to everything. That's shirt worthy.
Doug
Yeah.
is supposedly gonna DM something at Gen Con.
Yeah,
I plan on not playing it unless he has,
to snub him, good, yes.
unless he has lots of open spots, cause I would rather him DM for.
People who-
Oh, right, so it's
People you
not,
don't know.
you don't want to insult him.
Other than not us.
Other than not. us.
I'm ready to play if he needs players.
Gotcha.
But if there's strangers willing to sign up for his thing,
Yeah, we'll see what it is.
Take their
We'll have generic tickets,
Yeah.
so we could swoop in on.
We
yeah,
It's bad.
Oh, we'll
We just gotta
talk
stop
about
by
that.
Canteen Social.
Right.
Swooping.
okay, the things
Swooping
we
is
need,
good, can be fun.
the things we need to find is that guy for,
Watson.
Amazing.
Vazen,
Brian with a Y?
yeah.
We'll find him.
And the guy that did the bootleg and
Bootleg
the
was-
Chicago jailbreak.
Yeah.
Oh, the Ottawa Red Shirts guy.
Yeah, those two.
Those two we need to hunt down and play.
Right,
Definitely.
yeah.
We gotta dig Brian with a Y out.
We gotta dig Brian with the White House. Yeah. And you've got his email address.
Yeah, yeah.
We'll,
He's on our
he's on
email.
our mail list,
Yeah.
yeah. So as soon as he knows what he's doing, he'll let us know and,
If you want, I'll send him an email and say, hey, let me know when you get your games locked down so we can make sure you get him.
yeah.
So we can all faint.
Yeah.
The look on John's face. I thought it was with an E.
And he was serious.
He was.
Oh, we were dying. Brian's face just turned bright red like
Mhm.
tomato.
He put his head down
Yeah,
and that dome just shined.
That was fun.
It was very
I
fun.
liked it well, it was like 4 hours, wasn't it?
Yeah.
The session.
Yeah.
2
I'm gonna
hours
be
in,
running-
2 hours in, he leans over to me, he's like, you guys have gotten nowhere. I'm like, we're
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, right.
We don't care.
We've been there before.
We've been there
We've
before.
gotten.
We
Well, I'm
this
gonna be
is,
running a game of Basin on, at Dicon.
A Dicon?
Yeah,
Oh,
and maybe at
nice.
Archon too.
Ah,
that was
And,
fun. I enjoyed that.
and 2 weeks from tonight, here, I'm gonna be running a game of Deadlands.
Mm.
that's
On,
right. Yes.
Fifth?
For the love of God, somebody else join. please.
Fourth, I think.
What for it?
Well, I've already got.
Fourth.
Yeah, I'll
Fourth.
join. I'll
I
join
think
you for
Gordon
that.
and Jennifer are wanting to play. I just want to confirm that they want to play in person.
Oh,
rather
fuck
than,
yeah.
that thing.
I'll play,
want in?
yeah, I'll play,
All
yeah.
right, cool.
I've been wanting to
That's
play
five.
Deadlands.
You want in? 6? All right, we're filled.
Yes.
Good,
Yes. Free gens, rules,
works
cheat
for me.
sheets, all provided.
Works for me.
The,
I
the,
wanna use a club,
fine.
no guns.
You can use a club.
I'm gonna go around stealing other people's gun and throwing in the water.
It's a club gun. It looks like a gun, but you beat people over the head with it.
Yeah, I'll take a gun, but just pistol whip people.
Did you steal somebody's gun and throw it in the water?
Not yet.
Oh, okay. So this module I found is great. It's called No Thanks, I'm Stuck.
With what?
Okay.
Well, that's the kind of quality banter that I.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
That's why we come here to
Okay.
play.
All
We come here.
right, so
Okay, so
thank you.
Luke, you're gonna run down and talk to the Viscount.
Sure, yeah.
Beth, what are you doing?
Are we not going up above?
You guys are.
We are.
I'm gonna cast invisibility on my, oh, sorry, not cast, drink a potion of invisibility.
All
You need to
right.
prepare for that so that he has time to go get the okay to do it.
Sure, if
I
we're-
mean, you
yeah.
guys can go and we can just ask forgiveness.
All right, I don't have another cover.
We're good at
Just
that.
go then, watch
Yeah.
for forgiveness.
Let's stick with
Alright,
what,
fine, fuck it.
let's stick with what we know. Let's ask for forgiveness afterwards.
Can you please do that? Oh, cool.
Okay,
You have wings,
Um,
don't you?
Grady,
No,
what are you doing?
That's invisibility.
I'm
I
gonna
know.
follow you guys. You're gonna need help.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Also just fly out.
Elib's going first,
So where are we? Okay.
I'm going second.
Okay.
I don't know, is this the walkway here?
Right.
Yeah, that's where the ladder goes up.
Okay, so Elib,
Okay,
all there. Followed by, where the fuck are you, Jax?
We've lost our.
There you
jokes.
He's got a cover. Are you still invisible?
I'm still invisible.
Okay.
Safety seal for his
We have
protection.
to go right away.
Invisibility, that's regular invisibility?
Regular invisibility is like a minute per level, so
Yeah, as
yeah.
long as you don't do anything crazy. Like
Do the
attack
two
somebody,
invisible
attack
people
badly.
wanna go up top first, actually?
I don't need to go up first, I just, Elib's going up first and then me.
Okay, I'll bring up the rear.
I'm gonna fly up, so it's okay.
I guess I'm gonna be the next.
You're right after me.
And then I'm down. I'm just gonna put myself here.
Okay, Les,
Yes.
Room
so
service.
this walkway. It's got like rails on both sides also?
I don't think the safe,
Yeah, but I mean, not rails. It's actually, so there's no like,
I don't think Dream
It
Ocean.
just drops off.
it just drops off. Well, it doesn't drop off. It's
It's
basically,
surrounded by this web stuff.
it looks like the web was there first. And then someone came up here and you can see there are posts that go up from the thing. It looks like somebody built the walkways after the webs because they're
Okay.
sort of laid over the top of them.
That's interesting.
So how far above the webs is the walkway?
Just sitting right on it.
Sitting right on it.
Yeah. So maybe if you could step off the walkway and into the webs, it's maybe yay
But-
far.
but
It's like
the-
before the webs start.
It's like the tar pits, basically.
Kind of, yeah, a little bit.
But the webs aren't holding up the walkway.
No, they're attached. You can see these areas.
Okay.
You can see these areas are poles
Okay,
that go up to the ceiling.
up to the ceiling.
And
So
are connected. The
All right.
ceiling's quite a bit higher,
Okay.
so probably 30, 40
Okay.
feet.
They're Polish?
Huh?
They're Polish? The Poles are holding them up?
The poles have always been holding.
Yes. Always been holding Germany up.
I'm gonna be a little pain in the ass.
Ah!
I'm
Uh,
gonna be a big pain in the ass.
yeah, okay.
So how far apart are those poles?
They're marked. So they're,
Oh, cool.
they are not, probably.
20, 15
Hold
feet.
everything.
Hold your
About
water.
50 feet apart.
But, yeah, probably 30 feet.
5, 10, 15.
Yeah, 25 feet.
Oh, 25, okay.
But it's not, it's not universal. It's 25.
25, 26, whatever it
25
takes.
feet. So you did see one of the guys, one of these creatures. Now, these creatures are very odd looking. They're humanoid in shape, but they have long sort of arms. And they're just freaking odd looking. They're
Looks like-
definitely not humans.
It's like a
Right.
mutated leak.
Yeah, I'm using what I got, miniatures wise. So, but they're all sort of like,
How are they again?
they've got a body over here. Now, you guys can't tell from where you guys are if it's her or not.
Right.
But there's one guy sort of,
These are nugs.
like sort of ripping it apart.
Look at my hands.
Ripping it apart, the body?
Yeah, and eating
Okay.
it and munchtating on it.
Munchtating.
Okay. Yeah, we're going.
Mhm.
Going now.
Go, go, go.
All right, what are you doing?
Attack.
Okay, as soon as we get up there,
Mhm.
Elam's big.
Okay.
Slap him on the ass and say, go get him, tiger.
Go get him, tiger.
Go get him, tiger.
Go get him, tiger.
Okay. You got Big Ela there? Oh, yeah,
Yep.
okay. All right, so at that point,
Go left.
Left or right?
Left.
Okay, okay, I think I see the logic here.
there's no logic. All right, basically, as Elib is like, you know, becoming
Super
larger,
Mario.
pretty much all of these creatures sort of kind of like, and look around, and you can see this one over by the body kind of turns and says in this sort of gruff voice, "Get that creature, bring it to me." And all the other ones start going, sort of moving. So let's go ahead and roll initiative.
Oh, good, it speaks.
It spoke in a language that we could understand.
Yeah, it's common. You can in common. I do.
How pedestrian. I got tired back in that. That's very funny.
Ooh, big.
2, I think, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
Damn.
oh, that's great. Aw.
Wah, wah, wah.
So when my old ad agency folded, when Ogilvy folded, I walked out of that place with probably 100 of them.
Plus the
And
sound.
over the last 6 years, they've slowly been dwindling.
Dwindling, yep.
Now it's like.
Part of your settlement.
Yeah,
Oh, there was.
I got a TV on the job.
You got a TV. All right.
And a file cabinet.
Yep, I got a laser printer.
Freeze.
I got a rock.
You got,
Nice.
you got a table and chairs from the previous job, the one right before that.
Several previous, but yeah, that table right there.
Yeah.
And the chairs. you're
And,
sitting in.
and the chairs,
All right.
Weird boys.
Hold on.
delivered by the world's greatest trailer.
It was a kick-ass trailer because
It
it held
is.
everything it needed to hold.
Is it your Fly Fest trailer?
Yep.
By the way,
You're fired.
confirming Flyfest will again be on the Saturday after 4th of July weekend.
Correct.
Then pool party will be on the second Saturday, which I think is the 19th of July.
Are you coming out to Fly Fest this year?
I am almost certainly not.
Why?
You could do like me and just do a day trip.
Why are you lame?
That's what we're doing.
That's what we do every time.
Mhm.
Just come outside. They get
initiative.
sunburn.
18.
18.
18 for napalm.
Has got it. I like the.
Another one gone.
Elib's a little shocked that they spoke.
What did you roll?
Elib has a 6.
Wow. I thought I was gonna be the lowest.
You look at a 6.
Yeah.
Jax.
24. Roll the
Ruin.
9.
Okay.
9.
9.
Andy.
16.
All right. So, weird boys go first.
Weird boys, weird boys.
This one.
What you gonna
let's
do?
do this.
What you gonna do when they come for you? Weird boys.
Put a couple of these out here for anybody. They need them. All right, first things first.
Plus.
So it's plus.
First is first.
Fast is fast.
They're bendies.
He does a double act, double move, and it is going there. So Elib, you see both of these guys take a move action to pull what look to be long knotted cords out of their areas.
Areas?
Yeah, well, they don't have,
Rivets.
they don't like. Technically, they're not wearing clothes, but they did have these ropes hit around them, and they start sort of spinning them around. They're obviously weighted.
They have wine
and
ropes.
You think that they might be.
They're nunchuck-esque.
Nunchuckers.
You think they're more like tripping ropes. So they come this way. He's coming to here. He stands at the corner, stops there. This one's gonna go. Sorry, got you there, didn't I? He's gonna go to here.
Okay,
I got me my tripping rope.
Oops.
let's be some tripping. All right. Sounds like fun.
That needs to be tripping.
Please be tripping.
Needs to be tripping.
Also, who's up? It's just Elib up there right now, right?
We're all up there.
I am, yeah, we're
Well,
actually
everybody's sort of like at the edge there.
at the edge, yeah.
We're on the edge.
Elib is at the
And I'm about to
crosswalk.
break.
Give me a quick perception check. Everybody.
Everybody percept.
You did not roll well last time. Let's see if this one works.
24. Less than crap than 25.
That's right.
24.
Perception check.
That's a draw.
16, 17.
8 plus 18.
Elib, what'd you get?
20.
20. All right. So 2024s, the rest of you don't notice.
Okay. good.
2024s,
Here.
Yeah.
Elib, you and Jax and Ruid see movement. Well, first thing you do is you hear this guy kind of go, he looks out over the webs and goes. Some sort of weird
You please.
noise.
make that
Battle cry.
I don't think it
No.
can.
Please don't.
He yells, sort of like half spits, half hisses something out on the thing. I'm sorry if I spit on you.
You're fine.
And you guys begin to see there's movement in the webs.
No.
How
There's
about
movement in the webs.
maybe not?
All right, Jax, you're up.
Weather.
So by the way, before you start, I just want to let you know, somebody on, I'm in the cocktail subreddit on Reddit. And somebody did
Surprise.
whiskey and ginger with lemon. That was the face I made at first. But I'm
Yeah.
like, I have whiskey, I have ginger, I have to try it. So I had it's about a third
Ginger
whiskey,
ginger ale, you mean?
ginger ale
Okay.
with a little lemon, and I took a chunk of lemon and sort of squeezed the
Squeezed it.
juice in there and then dumped it in there. You wanna try it?
That's what that is?
Yeah, it's fantastic. Now it's diet ginger ale, but
Not bad.
it's not bad at
No,
all.
it's not bad at all.
It's a nice little tipple.
Yeah. Not what I would have expected. It was, yeah, it didn't sound good, but
No, it doesn't sound good.
yeah.
But I was like, you know what? I got it. I should try it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It looks like.
Sounds good.
it's light. It's, yeah, it's not real, yeah.
It's very light.
Very light, yeah.
And I'm using cask strength bourbon here.
Yeah. That is
So,
good.
which would be a tropical boom boom on the worst of days.
Tropical.
A tropical
Okay.
boom boom.
Boom, boom,
I
boom.
whispered to Grady, who was right behind me.
What do you say?
I see 10 people.
Fireball just in the middle. No? Okay, never mind. As soon as I say that, he goes, oh, that's it. Never mind. So Elam's big. I climb over to this pole here.
Okay.
And climb up about
Okay.
10 feet.
All right. Give me a climb check,
I will.
just to be sure.
I will do that.
Want to make sure nobody's getting hurt. Nobody's doing anything
And I
stupid.
remind Elam to go that way.
The invisible figure motions toward. the pole.
Well, I go to your left.
Be going to my left.
Okay. I forgot about that.
Go to your left.
That means that Jax has a plan.
Follow me, I'm invisible. Maybe I'll win this year.
Did you win? People are stealing my risers. If I find out somebody stole my risers, I'm gonna be peevish.
Oh, I made it.
Well, they are spell focus materials.
I rolled a 19 plus 8.
All right, so you're climbing up the thing. You've actually gone about 10 feet up. It's about a third of the way to the top. So it's about 30 feet to the top.
So you're climbing up the pole?
Yes.
Okay.
Well,
I'm
I'm
just,
hoping that.
I'm waiting for some
Elib
pole
leads
related
them-
jokes.
I'm hoping Elib leads them that way, they all go by so I can get down and go over there.
Okay.
Interesting plan.
All right. So Jack, is that it for you?
Yes,
Napalm.
all right, so they're there. And you're climbing up. Give me a second here. I'm going to, I'm gonna cast a spell
Um,
I'm intrigued.
on this guy here.
All right. What are you gonna
Cast Murderous Command.
this command? All right.
Oh, you've used that to great effect a couple of times.
Mhm.
All right, let's see what that does. Murderous command. All right. You
Target is compelled to kill its ally.
its nearest
Yeah,
ally. All right.
baby.
So will negate, spell resistance, yes. Let me see if these guys have spell res. Sadly, they do not. So just a will save then?
Yeah.
Oh, that stinks.
How tragic.
It is tragic. It will be tragic if I mess this up. All right, +6. What's the DC?
16.
50-50.
17 + 6 is 23. Made it. So will negates did not work. It hisses at you
It's not very nice.
Yeah,
That's a hiss.
sometimes.
In certain cultures.
It is in Cockney.
That's a cockney hiss.
It's a Cockney hiss.
Mindy and I have a joke because one time.
Only
She
one.
was talking, well, we have several, but she was talking about ring the bell, whoop, whoop. So that is our ring the bell sound ever since. Whoop, 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 whoop.
I still like, which nobody, I don't think anybody got, but when we were in the Mascrag or whatever it was, Nascrag. Every
Nascrag.
team had to have like
battle cry.
and everybody's like, the fuck are they doing? Cause they had like shouts and shit.
Right, they had positive cheers.
Yeah.
They're like, we lose.
And yet you guys still won.
Well, yeah,
Well, we weren't, so that's the thing. We didn't know what the hell we were doing.
right.
So we weren't playing to win. We were just playing to play.
These guys were playing to win.
They were playing to win. So, all right,
Again,
Napalm, try the spell. You gonna
I
move?
know that when we do it, I'll have to talk you into it, but if we go in knowing what to expect.
Yeah.
We could crush it
We could crush that.
and make off with a lot of swag.
The swag was fantastic.
The swag
They were
was
just handing out
fantastic.
stacks of shit.
Where am I? I'm at the end.
Yeah, but you can pass through your friends without,
Let me move up.
you just kind of like, get out of the way, I'm going.
Let's move me up closer to the. Yeah, right to the edge of the, yeah, right there. For now.
Okay,
Yeah,
all
it's-
right.
Yeah,
It's
you
2
know.
book sessions
Mhm.
and a late night of putting up with their shit,
Oh
but
my God. that
I'll be
hard
bringing lots of
stuff.
alcohol this year.
Oh, yeah. You would have to, that.
Well, not this
hurts.
year, but the year we did. I think I had like 3 bottles on me still when we went in. Those went quick.
Yeah, it didn't take long.
Why was it so bad? I forget.
Cause you guys were.
So they're like, okay, so
They're like
after
a
this,
little
we have,
club.
yeah, after this, we have an award party. We're like, oh, cool, party.
Party, yeah.
You go in and it's just it's like a lecture room where they're up front. And there's a bunch of chairs that you come in and sit down and they do some presentations. Okay? So they spend a good 45 minutes patting themselves on the back
Oh my
about how
God.
great they did this year and they've been doing great forever. And, you know.
Only good things forever.
Oh, they definitely had a rib removed.
Oh, boy.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. And then they start off with the awards. And they, you know, they have awards for the best, this character, that, you know, there's 6 characters, they give the best one for each of the characters. And, you know, best overall group and who figured out this and who figured out that and all this shit. Now, they've got like a scorecard for everything, but it's still kind of subjective.
Mhm.
As to
Yeah.
how they do it. And it leans heavily towards not necessarily completing the task, but role playing the characters you're given,
Okay.
okay? And they're looking for funny, over the top,
Either
uh.
15 hit you?
Uh, yeah,
Spiders, so
Okay.
okay.
what you see is
In real
is
life,
a
they want
bunch
you
of
to be
spiders just materialize out of the
Flamboyant real
web
life and everything.
and begin beeline,
You know,
no, they're giant spiders. not
Sing
one.
these songs
And they just beeline.
sometimes.
Now the three still in the web, had
mind
double
things,
moves, but the
just-
one got onto the thing
Oh.
and attacked you. 15 tried to find you, missed.
And people who
Andy, it's your
know,
turn.
they post the background before Gen Con.
Right,
So you know what the characters are and everything, and people will come as those characters, they'll dress.
they'll dress as the characters. One guy, so one of the characters was a two-headed
Troll.
troll,
And
an Etten, and he came dressed with a extra
Extra
head
head.
and, you know, the whole thing. It was crazy.
So they don't have lives, basically.
Right.
they don't.
I
We?
would like to use my wings
Okay.
and fly
Like a bird.
towards the body.
Okay,
Just to check to see if it
Again,
is
what's your flight speed?
60 feet.
So assuming you were here.
Yeah.
There's 60 feet.
Again, we were willing to not play the second
How
session.
far do you
Except
want
for
to, where do
this.
you want to be, like out here?
Yeah, I wouldn't
Father,
mind
son.
being like a little away from them, yeah.
Okay. Sort of out here. And you're invisible though, too.
Yes.
Okay, so you're flying out there. You are invisible. Give me perception.
Perception check, okay.
So what were you saying?
Oh, we were ready to not play the second session,
Thank
even
you.
when we found out we qualified.
It's not a female.
But this father-son team
You get,
that
it's torn in
was
pieces.
part of our
Look at
team
some of those pieces.
raved about
You
this,
bit.
and it's the only reason they come to
But it's
Gen
not,
Con.
it's not a woman.
We're like, we have to do for them, and then they didn't show.
They didn't show. Yeah, the guy is like, this is the reason we come to Gen Con. Me and my son come to play NASCAR. We're like, we debated. We were like, we gotta go back. The guy brought his son. It's a
Son
whole
and
thing.
everything.
And then he didn't show up.
Yeah, I know.
What a dick.
I don't know.
What do you want to bet that was all a bull-faced lie? And it was.
Oh, no. They were very enthusiastic about it,
Yeah.
and as are a lot of the other groups.
Yeah, they were.
The only
They were
thing I
pretty
can
stoked.
think of is they didn't think we were gonna show up.
Well, that could be. That was a legitimate fear.
Oh, yeah,
Because we were phoning it. It was like the looks we got when in the Starfinder thing.
yeah.
When we asked for pre-gens. The lady looked at us and like, the fuck?
What?
No pre-gen character. Come on,
Come
Ed.
on, you got it?
You got it, man. It's over.
That's pretty good.
The couple we had
Oh,
met
that's
before
a
we
me, I don't
played
wanna
were so
attack or
excited
anything.
to learn there was 4 of us, because that made 6 for the table.
Right.
They're like,
Then they were like,
"Cool,"
"Ugh."
and they're like, oh, God,
We still did a pretty good
we
job.
did fine.
Ruins up.
He even admitted it afterward. Ugh. Yeah, he said, he even knew the GM, and he said, I had very low expectations when I found out you guys were gonna use pre-gens.
Very
low
low
expectations.
expectation.
Like, you did fine. We're like, it's an RPG.
Right, yeah, I mean, how
It's-
difficult can it be? How much different than any other RPG can NASCAR be?
Yeah. Well, the Starfighter thing though is,
It was the end of
everyone
the
had
year.
built everyone's character up and they were all like 6th level.
Okay.
And it was the end of the year, big tournament type thing.
Yeah, it was the championship.
It was the championship, yeah.
Am I able to get to this position?
Sure.
Like moving past Elip somehow?
Yeah, you can pass
Yeah,
through
for
friendly
sure.
squares, but there's also a spider there, but that's fine.
We'll take care of
The
that.
way that this is
Yeah.
structured.
It's awfully
is
tight.
very-
Well, also from
Very
there,
dense.
now you can see there are several other spiders moving on you guys from the web. They're still in the web, but they're gonna be there next round for sure. Didn't take his hand off the pawn.
Sorry.
That's all right. No, dude, it's
I'll start to inspire the
That's
people
fine.
around me.
all right. You can do it.
To do what?
Fuck up these spiders and whatever the fuck these things
Are
are.
you barding it up?
Inspire courage.
And what's your bonus?
Or no.
Brave Sir Jacks of Justice.
Competence and skill checks. So yeah, encourage.
Yeah, I was gonna say courage is one of the boost, because I have it pulled up right now, it's attack and damage, +2.
Plus
Plus
2,
two.
correct.
+2 attack and damage and morale saves on fear or charm effects.
Yes.
So I'll do that.
That's probably my favorite whiskey of all time.
That is good, I like that, yeah, I was gonna say, that's
That
very good.
Well, you have to try this stuff too. This is the
That's an
other
action,
bottle I
isn't
got from that other distillery.
Okay.
It's a Bardic
Wilderness Trail.
Performance.
Okay.
So this is 57 proof or 57%.
It's a standard action.
There you go.
So it's
Okay.
cast strength, so this is what they. put
So
out, but,
that's my,
this is what I was putting in the ginger ale.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's a nice.
I'll
flavor.
just
Yeah.
wait
This one's
here.
really, I like this one a lot.
At 7th level, a Bardic can start a Bardic Performance as a move action instead of a standard action.
Fair, but there's not really any difference in the
No, you're fine. I
situation.
just wasn't-
But it means you can move and do it at the same time if you want.
Yeah, but
Or
there's not
you
anywhere I
can
wanna
do
move.
it and then still have a standard
You
action,
can do it.
Oh, right,
like
right.
attack or something.
Yeah.
But I'm too far away not to do that.
Do it
it
and then
range?
cast a spell.
None of the spells that I have currently would be.
Do it
particularly
and then
useful.
end your turn.
That's what I planned on doing, and then he kept giving me suggestions.
He's slapping Elib's other ass cheek.
Yeah.
Get in there.
Go
Get
get
him
him,
on.
Rod.
You can do it.
So fun.
It's like slapping granite.
And take that smile off your face.
Not supposed to be fun.
Love that Elib's friends raise him up.
Raise him hard.
You better stop this motherfucker going now.
Vita, it's your turn now.
It is.
Woo!
Bottom of the order, cleanup.
Top of the
next.
first,
Yeah.
second round.
Or that.
So there's one immediately behind me with that person
Right in
attacking.
front of you. Yeah, the spider is right there.
It's like to your right.
The other two humanoid creatures are coming from the side, from the flank position. You can see they both
Yeah.
got these knotted ropes.
Jex had told me to go to my left, so I'm gonna do a 5-foot step to the left.
And and then a jump to the right.
Yeah, pretty much.
Put your hands on your hips.
Bring your knees
But
in
I also
tight.
have
then
reach,
it's
so I
just a
should
pelvic
be able to
thrust.
hit.
Really drive you
That guy there.
insane. Yeah, yeah,
That spider?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Yeah, they're close.
You know.
Those spiders, so as you sort of step on there,
Like,
you see these
To
spiders.
each
are on top
other
of the
or
web.
to us or what?
The spiders are just like.
Like a family, little spider family? Little spiderettes,
Spider Colt.
spider colts.
I think it's time to get angry.
Hell
Or get the zoomies.
Yeah, there you go.
Put that in.
We're gonna zoom, zoom.
Ooh. A 34 for the first attack and a
That's a miss.
24 for the second.
What was the one?
24.
24? Yeah, both of those are gonna hit, weirdly enough.
Huh.
Okay, so swing does 19 points
She
of
must be time
damage.
for something.
It is.
Okay.
Is it still standing?
Yes.
Mm.
Second swing does 12.
Well, that's gonna be enough to kill it.
Okay.
So it
It goes
rears.
split.
Yeah, you got it. What were you hitting with?
My great axe.
Great axe. Chop. Ooh. I know.
No.
It falls over in the thing, bleeding ichor, infusing spider ichor out onto the web, but it does not fall through.
Does the blood seep
Right.
through though, or is
It
it?
seems to be soaking into the
Good.
webs around it, so you're not.
I don't want to
sure.
interrupt the party, so I just want to make sure.
Yeah. Spider, that would be gross, yeah.
Yeah, right. Yeah, especially on a canopy or something.
Plop. Well, again, the Viscount had all that black phlegm all
Yeah,
over his
but-
Yeah.
face, yeah, so.
Nobody said anything about that,
It's a
so.
slight, well,
He's
he's
the-
sort of the.
He's the host.
Yeah,
Right.
he's the host, so, all right, you've moved, you hit. Top of the order, weird boys.
What you gonna do?
All right. You're gonna move to there.
Okay.
Kind of I'm on the wrong side of the map.
Yeah, you are kind of.
Kind of on the wrong side of the map. All right, he's gonna go here. This one looks at you because it knows you tried to do something to him last time.
And he
And
says,
he's-
thank you.
He starts whipping that rope around and then flings it at your legs.
Okay,
Cool.
Same thing happens to you from the other guy.
Cool.
This guy is going to.
So is that CMD?
It will be, yeah. Yeah. Okay, all right, well, it's not,
So is somebody within 10 feet of me?
yes,
I have
But
reach,
just
so it is
barely.
an attack of opportunity.
he's
Mhm.
at 10.
I
Does
have
that
reach.
trigger?
She has reach.
Yeah,
Okay.
right, right.
Yeah, that would trigger attack. He's gonna get his though first.
Ooh.
Yes.
28,
28 will hit, 27 against CMD.
also 28.
Oh, oh shit, really? 27.
Yep.
That sucks. All right, so give me your damage on that guy.
19.
19 points, that stinks.
Not really.
My CMD is only 15.
Look at you.
You didn't
I
answer.
know.
All right, did you say 19? All right, the other one on Grady. 24,
Yeah, that, my CMD is only 16.
16. All right, so the thing wraps around and clonks your leg, and you then
That's great.
yank. Give
Is it
me
really?
a reflex
Oh.
saving throw.
Yeah, you need them.
The reflex, if you make the reflex saving, you stay on the battlements or the walkway. If you don't, you go into the web.
6 plus. 8.
Hey, well, that's not gonna be enough. So you go into the web.
Yay.
All right, so you're tripped, you're not
So
prone,
use
you
speed.
fall into the web.
Yep.
Now I need to make a 50-50.
It's gonna be one
Okay.
attack.
You pick high or low. If it matches,
Same bonus level.
you've landed on a part of the web that's relatively solid.
Okay.
If you mismatch, you fall through.
It's too high.
It's about, depending on, yeah, you'll land on the balcony, so it's only about 15 feet down. It's about 30 feet down if you're out here.
Mhm.
So go ahead, you roll it.
Okay. Who am I rolling? What side?
You gotta pick high or low. What do you want to,
I'm gonna do high.
okay? It doesn't matter what kind of dice.
Let's do a 20 side. I got it.
Here we go. Low.
Oh, I fall down.
All right. So you feel the rope uncurl from your leg as you fall down, and you land on about there with a splat.
Okay. How much is that gonna hurt me?
2d6.
Oh, okay.
You're still on the upper balcony.
Right.
Yeah.
7 points of falling damage.
Okay, that's okay.
Would have been 4d6 onto the platform, and you would have gotten a lot of people's attention.
Now jump up and yell, ta-da!
Yeah.
Ta-da!
Landing.
Principal. Oh, shit.
When we lived in London, Glenn would try to balance on the counter. When he was 3 or 4 years old. And mom would always yell at him, don't do that, you will hurt yourself. And he kept doing it. So she's like, okay, he's gonna hurt himself. So at one point he's doing that, trying to show off, slips and like scrapes the entire, from belly button all the way to the top of his chest. Along the edge of a fairly sharp counter edge, because it was the 80s.
Yeah.
Right.
It was not great.
It was,
And he knew that if he complained about it, my mom would be like, told you so.
Yeah.
So he immediately went, ta-da! Oh!
All right.
Glenn at Steve's
Wedding reception.
wedding reception. It was, he had a condo that had a pool, and he kind of like reserved the pool for the reception and
Yeah.
everything.
The
Glenn?
lights in the pool, Steve did.
oh,
No, Steve did.
This is a
So,
story
so
about.
you have all these balloons with a little bit of water in them on the pool, so it's coated with balloons. Glenn at one point wants to get a balloon, so he's reaching for a balloon. We're all distracted. We hear splash, turn and look, Glenn is out of the pool already.
He's
But-
only
But wet from here. He caught himself, pulled himself up, and was out of the pool by the time we turned
Okay.
to look.
like what? Who made that noise?
Oh, he was super embarrassed, but
Yeah.
yeah, I took him in, got him dried up, and yeah,
in his itty bitty little 3-year-old suit.
yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
How old was he?
3 or
Three.
so, yeah.
Three.
But
Guy.
I mean, just to turn around, he's soaked from like the middle of the chest down, bone dry above there.
Having fallen headfirst into the pool.
Yeah,
But the top half was fine?
Well,
The bottom
okay.
half, okay.
he,
Head first, okay.
he was reaching in
Uh-huh.
and fell.
Okay.
But as he
Okay.
fell, he somehow cat twisted
Yeah.
around, caught the edge, and pulled himself out.
No one else would have done.
No, no.
When my mom first got her house.
Huh?
He would run up the side of the house, over the asphalt driveway.
Yeah.
Run up the side of the house, up between the second floor windows and flip off and land on his feet.
Yeah. I remember
Ta-da!
YouTube videos of him doing like parkour and like
Parkour,
parts and
yeah.
stuff. Yeah.
Grandma saw it once and she's like,
Never again.
never let me see that again.
Yeah.
I can't stop you from doing it, but I never want to see that
Yeah.
again.
I remember him climbing into that giant tree at Grandma's house before it was
Oh, yeah.
thrown down.
Oh, yeah.
The house in Don Heights had 2 trees in front, and it was real easy to get onto the roof of that house, and it
Oh,
was
shit.
a low pitch. So we would climb up onto the roof from the back of the house, go over the top of the roof, and then jump and catch tree branches. And
It does.
way down.
The most daring thing Sarah and I did was went on the top of the sunroof. That was it.
Yeah,
Drop max.
I don't know how tall the sunroof
I grew up in
was.
Chicago, and one of the things, with 2 brothers. And so this is back in the 70s and 80s when we used to get the lake effect snow. And we had the way our garage was set is the snow would blow up against the garage and would form these huge snow mounds
Uh-huh.
right next to our garage. So my brothers and I, one year, got the great idea to go tobogganing off the garage.
Oh,
roof.
no.
How'd that work out?
You kept
And
You
one
still-
less
can you still
brother.
see it?
So,
A little
so
tip
you
right
were
there.
first, huh?
No, I wasn't first. We did it a couple of times. The old man used to get after us all the time. He's like, "Were you guys tobogganing on the roof?" And we were like, "No, Dad, we would never do that. You told us not to." Of course, there's huge toboggan lines.
There's
on
the
roof.
line,
It's like-
yeah.
Like, it's the kind of line.
She figured it out.
It's like, sure. No, how does he know? And then, because of course, then we all assume that the other 2 brothers are snitching on the
Snitching.
one.
Yeah.
But yeah, we were doing it one time and I was in front of the toboggan and we hit the gutter
Mm.
and then I hit the gutter. And that's how I chipped my tooth.
That's
So-
a Chicago smile.
And that's why, yeah, now I got a Chicago spot.
So what I learned from that story is you've always been a stone cold whodunit guy.
Yeah.
How is he figuring this out?
Sometimes I'm just flummoxed.
I will say Luke's dad has a great story where
The tower.
yeah,
Yeah.
he and his friends climbed the water tower in Collinsville.
So my dad's friend
Ketchup
was
bottle?
gone.
Ketchup bottle?
No. So
Okay.
my dad's friend like went off to the Navy or something, and he was like coming back for a short, like shortly or whatever. And my dad and another one of his friends climbed up the water tower at St. Jacob and spray
Okay.
painted
St.
on
Jacob,
it,
okay.
Yeah.
"Welcome home," whatever.
Whoever.
So I think it was like signed Randy and Frank.
Yeah, I love it when they find it.
And so
How'd they find us?
so they obviously hold on. So they were obviously drunk. They came
Obviously.
back down. And like the next day, they hear a knock on the door. Because St. Jacob is a town of like
Not
a
big
few
enough.
hundred people. And they're like the police officer, or like one of the few police officers in the towns knew who they were. So we came to the door.
One of their friends'
Like,
older brother.
Yeah.
I used to buy him liquor in high school.
Yeah.
But he was like, "Did you guys go up and spray paint your names on the water tower?" And they're like, "Dude, do you think we'd be stupid enough to sign our names on the
Oh,
water
yes.
tower?" And they got away with it.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah,
they didn't face any repercussions for it. And
I assumed it was a frame up.
I
They
think
couldn't
he just
prove it.
really didn't care.
Fair.
They were
But-
just like, idiots, did you sign your name?
That's a solid belief.
I think they liked their excuse so much that they let him go.
Yeah, they were,
Yeah.
you know what?
The chutzpah on
Yeah, the
the big man.
chutzpah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, my dad has a lot of
Jenny-
stupid stories.
Jenny's got the best story.
What did
Any good?
Why?
Mailing the bomb to James.
Oh, God.
That was
Sorry,
good.
what?
Yeah. So Kenny and Charlie Rosenberg designed this package that
Oh,
when opened would set off firecrackers and a smoke bomb. Okay. In transit in the downtown St. Louis post office, the package was damaged and went off, causing a fire in the mailbag.
Oh, shit, that's a federal
This
offense.
is a federal offense.
Oh, yeah.
You could get deported to El Salvador for that nowadays. Imagine what would happen to him if it was on a Tesla.
So there's
Right.
no return address on the package.
They wouldn't know who, they wouldn't know the cost.
But they did get who it was going to, so they contact Jay and ask, the FBI does.
Does
do
anybody wanna
do
kill
you
you?
know anyone who would want to do you harm? No. Anyone who would like mail a bomb to you? And Jay's first thought was, oh, Kenny and Charlie might. But he did not say that.
No.
The only thing he could come up with is Jay was a journalist and had written a story about a biker gang.
Uh-huh. Oh, he blamed it on bikers?
And he said, this is the only thing I can think of. You know, and
No.
they're like, well,
It's the only thing I was willing to say
yeah,
out loud.
they checked in on that and it didn't work out and everything, so they're asking him other questions. Who do you know who has red hair? And he rattles off like 8 people that have red hair that he knows.
How,
Why do you know 8 people with
Did
red
they
hair?
find red hair?
They found red hair filaments in the package.
This was in
Okay.
the eighties though,
This was in the 80s.
so before DNA.
They didn't do DNA.
Yeah.
But who do you know who has red hair? And he rattles off the 8 friends and it's like, why do you know so many people with red hair?
It's a long story.
And it was 2 different kinds of red hair. Which Kenny and Charlie are both redheads. They finally narrow it down and they find Kenny Cook. And they go to Kenny's house and knock on the door. Kenny and Charlie are the only ones home and they're creating the banner for Fly Fest at this time. Okay,
Mhm.
the one that says tie your
Oh,
mother
yes.
down and all these other things.
Uh-huh.
It's got the Fly Fest piece. So Kenny opens the door. And his first thought was, oh, look, it looks like the FBI, because they're in suits with dark glasses and a little thing over their ear. And they say, we're the FBI.
I have an FBI story.
Huh?
If you're done, I have an
Oh,
FBI story.
I know your FBI story.
The car?
My uncle sold you a car.
That's right.
Yeah, I know that story.
Uncle Bill's right.
It's like, I love that.
I love that story.
So they tell Charlie to go home, you know, because they're looking for Kenny at this point.
Not realizing Charlie has red hair.
Not realizing Charlie's the other half of the
Right.
story. So they take Kenny downtown, they interrogate him, they give him a phone call. He calls Charlie's mom and says, whatever Charlie says, we were not drinking. And she's like, what? I'm like, just tell him that. Because Charlie was on probation for some vehicle moving violation or something like that. They have Kenny writing there's a couple of other little things other than Jay's address on it. And they have Kenny writing it down 100 times.
Handwriting
okay?
analysis.
And, handwriting analysis. And Kenny has a habit of slipping between cursive and print. Okay, sometimes he just.
That's a neurodivergent thing.
Yes.
Is it? I mean,
Yes.
considering they mailed a
And-
bomb, that tracks
But,
very well.
but this whole thing was written in cursive. So whenever he switches to print, they rip it up and say, start over 100 times. And they proved that he didn't write some of these notes. Who else did? Okay. They finally get to-
Accomplices.
They finally get to Charlie. Okay. They go before a judge, they tell the story to the judge, and he's like, you're just idiots. You're just stupid.
Right.
Yeah,
idiots.
right. Yeah.
Because the FBI's like, how'd you learn to build this bomb? And Kenny in his head is thinking, I don't know, bomb school 101. I mean,
Yeah.
well, he's an electrician and he does gadgets and he just knows how to do it.
Right.
It was it.
My dad's a TV repairman.
Yeah.
He has the
Um,
ultimate set of tools.
So
He
they
can
both
fix
get
it.
probation for 3 years or
For
something
bomb
like
making?
that. Well,
Now,
It was a more
It was,
innocent
yeah.
time.
it was sending explosives through the
right,
postal
not
service.
really a bomb.
Is why you
Yeah,
get,
right.
you know,
Yeah.
back then.
Sending contraband.
Yeah.
So they're at Fly Fest the next year, and they even mentioned Fly Fest on the package, so they're asking about that and who goes and all this
Oh,
stuff.
no.
So they're both sitting at Fly Fest realizing, I forgot to tell my probation officer that I was leaving town. Now, Charlie's probation officer is really cool. He's like, yeah, you're an idiot, you know, hi, bye, get out of here.
Yeah.
But you're not a danger
Kenny's-
to anybody.
Kenny's probation officer is a dick. Probably because Kenny is an asshole.
Right. Yeah, because Kenny deserves a dick for a probation officer. Yeah.
You get that.
What's the
what you
old
put
phrase?
in.
If you meet an asshole during the day, you've met an asshole, but if you meet assholes all day long, you're the
You're
asshole.
the asshole.
Exactly.
So, yeah, so we were joking about the FBI, staked out in the woods around the campsite, watching us.
Yeah.
So every time there's a terrorist thing,
Sniper at the roll.
Kenny's name will go through the list and get marked off right away,
Okay.
because it's what they do. Kenny was in Atlanta for the Olympics.
Oh,
With the bomb and all.
Yeah.
he got questioned, didn't he?
He did not, but
No.
his name went up through twice, I bet.
Like, what are the odds that this idiot is?
The Atlanta office of the FBI is going, this fucking guy again? Swear to God, if I have to go interview this guy, I'm quitting. I'm quitting the one.
I definitely don't have anything near that
Yeah.
extreme. But
So my name is in the FBI files for fight. Yours too.
How much you
Mine,
got?
I'm, well, this is from the eighties, but I got a letter from the FBI. Because I had quote unquote joined an organization that is dedicated to the overthrow of certain laws of the United States. I had joined NORML, the National Organization for the Reform of Marijuana Laws,
Yeah.
back in like 1984. And I got a letter from the FBI that said, we're starting a file on you because
Yes.
you've just joined essentially a seditionist organization.
Mhm.
I'm like, okay. So I gotta go to El Salvador in a couple of days.
all right, well, it was nice knowing you.
I gotta turn myself in.
Wes, one of the guys at work.
Mhm.
His family's from Korea.
Okay.
Every 5 years, he goes to Korea. Beginning of this year, he went to Korea, came back. The FBI is starting another security check on him. Yeah, it didn't happen 5 years ago when he went, but now it happened.
I was in an airport in North Carolina about 3 months after 9/11, and I was late for my flight. And I had a bag full of tools, like AV tools, but also things like screwdrivers, hammers,
Right,
that kind of stuff. So I'm running down the conference because I don't want to miss my flight home. And I am jangling like a crazy person. And then I get to my gate and they're like, fuck no. They're like, come over here. Come over here.
Yeah.
And they went through everything. They went through, they pulled my suitcase off of the plane,
Okay.
went through that. They went through all my bags. They made me turn on every single bit of electronics I had, which was like 2 laptops. And,
When you
know,
finally got on board, did the passengers know it was
they
because of
clapped.
you?
They
They
clapped.
clapped?
They clapped. They were like, well done, asshole. We're gonna be late because of you.
Yeah.
I was, and I think I may have done something like this.
I would have.
The wait, the stewardesses gave me free Jack Daniels though for the whole flight.
Oh,
So
cool.
they were like, sorry about all the mess. I was like, hey, you know,
You gotta do it.
different day.
Yeah. Different day.
Yeah.
All right,
Alright.
so Elon, give me a quick perception check, although you're not gonna need it for the last part, but I want to give it to you for the first.
1.
5? All right, you're paying attention to the spider and the guy that you just hit,
Uh-huh.
when all of a sudden you look over and you see what looks like a human femur, only it's crackling with energy, come flying at you from
Dodge,
across the way.
dodge it,
That doesn't sound like fun.
dodge it.
Dodge,
Dodge
dip, dive, duck, and dodge.
Natural natty 19.
Reflex save?
No, it's not. Well,
it's
it's
an
kind of a
attack.
spell. It's a
It's a
physical
spell
attack.
with an attack, so you don't get saved.
29.
That is.
That hits. All right. So this,
Shocking.
all right.
Well, it is
So-
crackling with energy, so probably.
Yeah.
All right. All right. So it's basically a human femur bone about the
Okay.
size of a
Human
it's
femur
Almost
bone.
like a
What about an elf?
diamond. Yeah.
Right.
Maybe
And it clocks you in the side of the head.
Ouch.
And does. All right. So a couple of things
Two.
are gonna happen. A couple of things are gonna
2
happen.
points of damage.
No. So it does
3.
bone damage and crackle damage.
What's
So
bone damage?
well, the bone is a physical object, which is literally just hitting you.
Bludgeoning.
Is it bludgeoning or piercing?
Bludge.
Okay.
The bone is bludge. The
Crackling
the
is-
crackling
It's got a sharp
is
point on it, then it could be
necromantic, it's
piercing.
negative energy.
Oh, necromantic. Ooh.
That's not good.
So you
Well,
take
not as good as
5
that.
bludge and 4 necromancy. Necromantic energy, and I guess negative energy would be. And then I need you to make a,
You said there was no save.
not for the, spell.
Reflex.
Nice try, though.
It is for, where is it? There we go, there we go, there we go.
Well-
It's for the poison. So I need a fortitude save. You probably didn't. Maybe you didn't make
25.
Oh, Jesus.
35,
25.
25? Yeah, that's good.
No
No
35.
poison damage, but,
35.
so the thing smacks into you and then literally like sort of bounces off. And you see it sort of floating in the air, and then you see it sort of rearing up to attack you again. And it's just a floating
It's like
bone.
Yondu's arrow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is a little Yondu's arrow.
Like a bony weapon.
Wait, Grady, why are you down?
I
Who else is
fell.
on this?
I
So
fell.
Jax, give me a quick perception check. Andy too.
I fell through the web.
Andy, actually, you probably
Oh,
got
that's
bonus on you.
unfortunate.
Yeah,
Are you okay?
took some damage, but I'm
26.
okay. I didn't fall. Yeah,
18.
I think
18, all right, that's
fireballs
good
are
enough.
better and
So
better.
basically that bone, so what you saw just moments ago, this guy reaches down on this guy, rips off a big piece of leg, takes his claws, drips off all the flesh, which falls to the ground
Ooh, okay.
to expose this femur bone.
Mhm.
Then he sort of like, and he sorcels it, lifts it up, it floats in the air and then goes right at Elon.
That's a fancy term.
It's a new word today.
Mhm.
I think that's everybody.
For the
That's
record.
Riv. Yeah, all right, so.
Or is the bone, or was
Now
that the
the
only
bone
bone in it, or?
Elib.
No, in the leg, is that the only bone in the leg, are there more bones?
There's,
Oh, no, it's just a bone.
Okay,
He basically pulled the leg off of the guy,
yeah,
stripped the flesh off,
Yeah.
mhm,
cast some sort of spell into it.
Yeah.
And sent it at Elib, where
Okay.
it bonked off of Elib,
Boy,
and now
that's
is
a healer.
floating about 5 feet away from Elib and getting ready to attack again.
yeah, I just wanted to make sure there weren't more bones there that you could do next round.
bone daddy.
I mean, theoretically, yeah, it's got
Okay.
another leg.
Yeah.
It depends on the bone. I mean, you know, that kind of stuff. I mean, if he's going after the, whatever this bone is.
Yes.
You know, there's other bones, but.
That's what I wanted to double check, yeah.
Give me, actually, can you do knowledge arcana or knowledge spellcraft or something like that?
Which one's my spellcraft? 29.
29. Yeah, the bone is incidental. It's just a carrying device for the spell.
Ah, okay.
Alright.
Jack.
Wildest I've ever seen anything.
You spelled
Oh,
weird
it gets
wrong.
crazier.
I before E except after C.
Weird has EI.
Yeah, I know. I before E.
Yeah, I gotta do that too. Okay.
Except
I-
after
Did I get it wrong?
Yeah, it's EIR.
Weird boys is spelled weird.
I'm wrong.
That's
I had to see it, but yeah.
fine.
We'll forgive you.
We'll forgive this transgression. That's the grammar god.
You just saw Elib get bonked by a bone.
For the grammar police.
And Elam just fell off. or
Do
not
you
Elam.
get a proper
Great.
tail on his R?
Who? Oh, my.
Yeah, you look like Pooh.
Pooh.
I noticed that earlier, but I wasn't gonna say.
This
anything.
guy's watching everything,
The guy in the back that
the guy in the back.
hurled to the magic bone?
Yeah, he's got to watch.
Oh,
Well,
he hurled the magic bones?
yeah, he hurled the bone.
He said, he
He
said,
Oh,
He reached down, grabbed a bone,
Okay,
like a leg
okay,
piece,
okay,
stripped off the
okay.
flesh and sent
he
the
said
bone.
magic
Bone, the
bone.
pig of you.
I'm casting fly and headed that way.
All right. All right, so fly speed is 60.
60.
Where do you want to end up? You can get to him.
I want to be right above him then.
All right.
To be in the room where it happens.
Someone to stop.
There, I guess.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I wasn't
I'm-
sure how much
I'm-
movement you have.
Do you want to be off the thing
Put me
or?
off the grid right next to him, because you said I could actually, I'm actually above him, but
Okay.
Andy should have an invisibility cone too.
She,
close enough. She's invisible.
the flying thing or the lift was her being invisible. Well, she can also fly, so.
Yeah. We're both flying, we're both invisible.
It's a horrible
It's understood.
nightmare dwarf.
Give me a quick perception check.
Nightmare dwarf with fat wings and a tentacle. Bent on destroying the sun.
24.
So as you're flying over, you see this guy, he's watching the bone.
It's sort of like, aha.
For a bird.
As you get closer, he's like. He's kind of hunting around.
Okay.
You can see him physically like sniffing the air. All right, Napalm, you're downstairs, prone.
Ta-da!
Ta-da! Alright, well, I guess I'm
The
gonna,
guard at the bottom of the stairs is like,
I'm a magician.
it's my trick. Alright, well,
oh, good, that was great.
it's gonna take me an action to stand back up.
Yep.
I'm gonna stand back up.
And
Alright,
then
taking
move
a
to
move
climb back
action.
up.
All I can do is go back up the stairs.
All right, so you're gonna go back up the stairs?
Yep.
You'll essentially end up behind, Ruin.
Okay, put me behind you. Okay. That's my turn. All I can do.
Spideys.
I didn't-
All right, all three of them surround Elib.
Did one of them have to move more than 5 feet to get to me?
Yeah,
Maybe, why?
Attack of opportunity.
because of reach.
They were already within 10 feet. It would be just 10 feet, 5 feet. They were all
But he
close.
still moved into and out of a threatened square.
Did any of them take more than a 5-foot step?
Yeah,
That's an attack of opportunity.
all right, one attack of opportunity then.
Only one.
27
Hit,
and nearly minimum damage.
Tell
4
me.
Plus 14 is 18 damage.
18, that's minimum?
Well,
Jeez Louise.
17 is minimum.
Minimum for Eli.
Alright. They are all going to try and bite you. No, they're not.
Like this.
They're gonna fail.
Two of them are gonna try and bite you, and one of them's gonna try and web you.
One attack, 3 times.
Work for me.
Alright, first is the 2. Okay, here's the bite 1. Nope. Bite 2. Oh. Alright, web. 3, a 5, and a 7. What I roll. And you have a higher outcome. So alright, so they're just like, so you're now surrounded by these things, and they're all chittering away, blah, 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 blah.
Chittering.
That's it for the spiders.
You're only surrounded by for right now.
Use the bathroom.
Andy, you're up.
So we move on to Ruid.
What a rude.
We can go to root.
Oh, wait, no, hold on. Oh, wait,
No, go to rude. You,
okay. I'm gonna move up now. I'm gonna maintain the inspiration.
You're my inspiration.
Which is a free thing.
That Moody Blues. For Chicago. It's Chicago.
Why you ask?
You're the winner.
Yeah, I'll do the power attack and arcane strike against the thing.
Who are you attacking?
That spider.
Oh, got it.
That is 22.
That's a hit.
Where the fuck are you at?
And it's the farthest one towards down.
This one.
Gotcha.
That is 12 points of damage.
All right, it's still up.
Hold on, let me double check something here. I always forget what this thing does. Okay,
What?
okay, that spider now takes a -2 penalty on saving throws against spells and spell-like abilities.
Okay.
It lasts for 1 round.
So next round, throughout next round.
Yeah,
Got it. All right.
presumably to me.
Andy, you're up.
Andy?
Andy.
Are there
I think it's like Andy, isn't it? It's
Andy.
Andy,
What's it?
Andy.
like Andrea.
Andy.
Only if you fancy.
And because of the gemstone that I named her.
And Duracon?
And dual sight.
Huh?
Is there another body up here? Maybe tiefling like? Maybe some cocoon, like
Perception.
spider got to
Was
it?
she a tiefling? I thought she was just a human.
No, she's
No, she was a
She's
tiefling.
super cute.
She was adorable.
Yeah,
I don't
19.
remember-
I
You don't remember the
My
horn?
perceptions are never gonna go above a
I
19.
just
I hope you
remember
know that.
black hair, pale face.
Where are you?
No, she was
Okay.
a tiefling
Like
because I was
over-
talking about how it's my race.
I'm assuming you're looking at like this here.
Somehow I missed the.
Yeah, I mean, I
Wherever
meant
the
like
rat
all the way
female
around,
tiefling
but yeah,
body
for the
is.
time being, I'd like to look in that direction, I
Yeah.
guess, yeah.
You don't see any other bodies or anything stowed in the web.
Then I would also like to move forward 60 more feet to get to the other side of the walkway.
All right.
Well, don't move her.
Where are you going?
Fair enough.
All the way over here?
Yeah.
Or
So,
like that?
yeah, just like there.
Like here?
You stop,
You're good at this.
please.
Take her, oh god.
You want to be a DM.
Wow. Damn.
You too can destroy
All right.
things.
Elin.
You want to do some great cleave against the spiders.
Oh, hell yeah.
Ooh, okay.
Arthur, please don't hit me.
All right. First attack.
First attack.
Now, which direction are you going?
Starting with the one over here closest to the one that I had,
Okay, so you're going this
Right
is the left
side.
going that way. Okay.
druid side and then swing back
Counterclockwise.
around.
The one you just
Yeah.
clocked.
Yeah,
Okay.
so the first one's a 28 to hit.
That's a hit.
With 23 points of damage.
Yeah, that'll kill it.
God.
Second one's a natural 20.
Oh, hell yeah.
Tark.
A 32 to confirm.
That is a
So I will
confirmed
take the
crit.
chart, number 2.
All right, that is
Sure,
a
sure,
melee
sure,
attack.
sure.
Yes.
Pip slap.
Oh.
Maximum damage and target is dazed for 1d3 rounds. I don't think that's
Max-
I don't think,
Max-
I don't think it's dazed at
Max
all.
is 32.
32. Well, it only has 24 points, so
Okay.
it dies. Greater cleave allows you to keep going, right?
Yep.
Oh, a 21 for the last attack.
That will hit.
Okay, 26 points of damage.
Had 12 left. That kills that one. So all of the spiders die in one round.
Nice.
Yeah, she's just like boom, boom, boom,
Jump,
boom,
jump, 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 jump.
That is some classic Elin shit right there.
I understand your cheating PC angst right now because I've got a group that cheats like this also.
I don't know what you're talking about.
We don't
It's not
cheat,
cheating.
we design characters
We
effectively.
just made.
I've played with Mike Phillips. I understand.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
When
We're
he
not
was-
that bad.
When he was literally scaring demons to death
I know.
with
I
his,
hate that
with
feeling.
his enhanced thing, I'm like. Remember what we were talking about? When the demons are back in the abyss going, hey, what happened to you? He's like, you're not gonna believe it.
Yeah.
This dude threatened me with coconut.
This guy's threatened me with a coconut and I had to, I
think he was.
think he was prepared to do
I
it.
think you meant it, yeah.
I skedaddled back here. All right, so all of those spiders just go chopping away and come off of the initiative because there ain't anybody left. All right, but we're back at the top of the
Yeah, we're
order
so
for the
OP.
weird
It
boys.
really was. Not even in a fun way. It
Right.
was just like,
Not
It
even in a
ended-
fun way.
it ended encounters like almost instantly.
So magic
and
flying
made it-
bone tries
The
to
rest of us completely useless.
chonk me again.
We will. We'll get to that in a minute though. All right, so one of the weird boys seeing
Come here, weird
the
boy.
problem
Yes.
that is Elib is going to step back 5 feet
You think of Elon more as a
out of
solution
Elib's
than a
way
problem?
and try to tangle you. The rope comes clacking out at
What the fuck is
you
he going for me?
because you're target.
Easier to get.
Because you're a target.
Easier to get.
You're not Elon.
Oh shit, misses. 13. That's gonna hit.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen.
All right.
My
The other
AC is
guy-
not high.
He's a
but
little
it's higher
nervous.
than that.
The other
As he should be.
guy
Oh shit, my AC is pretty high.
is going to step back.
That's from-
He's not in Elib's range, so he's gonna go ahead and try and get Elib there. Let's see what happens here.
Let's see what happens.
Does a 24 hit you?
It's yes. CMD, no.
All right, so that is an unconfirmed fumble then.
Okay.
Stops his turn. He yells
Trying to
some
trick him.
gibberish to this guy, who pulls out some sort of bone-like club, and he goes 1, 2, 3, and comes right up here next to Elib.
Oh,
And it's
So-
like-
oh, attack of opportunity.
Attack!
Wait, you've already done one. You get multiple attacks of opportunity per turn.
What was your
This
first?
is a new round.
Oh shit! It's a new round.
Yeah.
Never mind.
1926 hit,
It'll
That stinks.
14, 28 points. of
Sorry, my
damage.
man.
28 points. All right, fine.
It still feels weird.
Make it count, because you're dead next round.
No, they've actually got decent hit points, but
He has multiple attacks.
Yeah, but we got Elam.
he only gets a single attack. Let's see.
Like attacks of opportunity occur every round, so like rotating
No.
them, you take
18.
Yeah.
All right. Now the thing,
The
thing?
thing?
Practice
The bone.
What's the fantastic
natural
one?
18, 28.
That does it.
All right, so the bone is like kabonk and hits you again, and you're like, that freaking bone.
Bad bone.
All right, so 1 point of bludge,
What you
8
gonna
point
do
of
when that comes for
necromancy
you,
damage,
bad
so 9
bones?
total.
Did he spend an action concentrating on it or anything like that? I'm right above him,
It looks like it's moving on its own.
moving on its own, okay.
So 9 points. I need a DC 15 fort save for the Porzano.
How about a 27?
No problem. All right. All right. So the next thing is what's he gonna
Die.
do? No, he's not gonna die.
perish.
He is going
Run away,
start skedaddling
faint.
across the webs.
Oh my God, knows how to cross the webs.
Yeah, across the webs. And he can't see either of you guys.
Suck this shit.
So he runs directly after one of you and runs over to the thing, but he looks like he's heading over there. Maybe to get a better position, or what you do know is that this area over here is more above where the Viscount sits.
Oh, that's not great.
Yes.
Steel voice
Okay.
against the guy that just ran away from me. You got a range of 160 feet, buddy.
All right, that's gonna biz you though.
That makes me visible.
Alright, Steel voice.
It is a 42, yeah, fortitude save.
Okay.
Now, it's not a big one, so he'd have to choke on it, but he might.
He might. Okay, here we
He
go.
should, he really should.
Choke on it.
You should perish.
Yeah, he should.
DC 14, oh, 15.
Fort, you say?
Fortitude save.
13.
Yeah.
All right, so Steel voice, what does that even do? He
You
cannot
don't remember?
speak.
He can't speak above a whisper. He can't cast spells.
He can't cast spells. Okay, so he sort of looks around and he sees you. He makes like croaking noises out of his throat.
Come on.
And he turns around.
Wow.
Turns around, it looks like he's gonna be headed back towards you. But you're flying, right?
Well, I'm gonna land actually
Okay.
on the thing right next to the body. Is it her?
Perception check.
Oh.
She wearing a name tag, say hi, my
23.
name is.
No, it's a male body,
Okay.
dressed in finery.
It's a
Corn.
minion,
Do I,
baby.
do I see that before I land? Can I look down? and
Yeah,
see that?
absolutely.
Okay, I'm staying up in the air then.
Sorry, if I had message, I would have told you, but I don't have message, so I can't communicate
Okay,
my findings.
hey,
Okay,
okay,
Can't communicate my findings.
Yeah.
my findings.
you're still invisible.
I am.
I am visible now.
All right,
Oh,
do you wanna
shit, okay.
move? Or are you gonna hover?
Fair.
You hover,
I
I need a
can-
fly check. Anybody need a towel?
Yeah. Useful.
I'm gonna land. I am gonna land.
Okay.
I still have the fly spell going, but
Aaron, do you want a freshener on that?
I'm good for now.
KCD.
Hold on, I know. I'm trying to look through
Huh?
the perk.
I'm nursing it.
no, I've gotta drive to the airport.
Ah, that's right.
Also, Jay said to fuck us up.
And then
Okay.
Charlie couldn't make it.
They tried their best.
Yeah, tell them that they're banned.
If they,
No.
you know, if you've been
Yes.
2 nights in a row. Phil will be here for a couple hours if he's off work.
Yeah, too far.
Yeah, it's not gonna happen.
Oh, Sparta.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They gotta move to civilization.
I agree. And they're
Oh,
trying,
we've been
they're trying.
Trying to
Yeah.
tell them that for years.
It's just every time that they start to get money, something happens, they have to put all the money towards
Yeah.
that, so.
I gotta tell you, those,
Sounded-
I got a lot of sympathy for those guys. They have had a bad patch.
Yeah.
They need some luck. They need some good luck for a change.
No kidding.
All right, did you wanna a freshener?
When's
I'm
the
good
last
for
time you
now.
talked to your mom
Okay, later.
about moving out?
Little whiskey
When's
maybe?
the last time you talked to your mom about
Sure.
moving out?
Today,
Today?
no update, it's fine.
Ice ball.
It's not
Yeah.
fine, but it's fine.
You need to call the place and see.
Part of me started to wonder if she ever. Sorry.
I know. But yeah, so it's also, but, when I'm trying to. All
right, Napalm, you're up.
Okay, my turn. How far away am I from this guy?
Good question. I mean, so he's like clambering across the webs.
Right. Is he still moving or is he just?
Well, he stopped here and now he's turning around
Turning
and he's
around.
like
He
making
stopped.
sort of like these croaking noises at Jax,
I'm trying to look.
who is now visible. You are about 20 times 500 feet away.
Okay. Yeah, I can cast Searing Light on him.
Oh, that seems unfair.
No, not really. There's no saving throw.
Archery and stuff have alcohol in it. Can we use it?
It's only 4d8 of damage.
Is there one that you can take that gives her fucking miracles?
No. I know.
Like that. Way more than I anticipated.
No, it's mostly ball. That came out way differently than I expected it to come
I hate when it's mostly ball.
out. Yes,
I'm here for 2 more hours. I'll take the ball.
you want a ball?
Yeah.
Nah. You want whiskey?
Yes.
Do you want as much ball as I've got?
You've got big balls.
I just
Cannot
don't like
lie.
everyone.
You want these monster balls?
Stop talking about balls with my
You have
dad.
any sweaty balls?
I only have 2, so you're getting a skull.
Okay.
Oh, man, I'm gonna take this.
I get the next skull.
Skull and balls.
I was in that club at Yale.
Yeah, he has skull ice cubes. I have skull glasses.
You do have skull glasses, which I am frankly a little jealous of, to be honest. You
I
want Weller or do you want some of the, oh well.
I keep buying the same shit, what are those called? Molds? Ice
Thank you,
molds?
sir. You bet.
Like they're skeleton ice molds.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
But each time that I see them on Amazon, I don't realize how big they are. And they're just like this big.
Yeah, they're too big for
Maybe-
glass.
No, they're not, they're tiny.
Oh,
They're
they're
like
tiny,
tiny
okay.
skulls. That you-
Oh,
So
Yeah,
it's
they're hard to
4
tell.
of each, and I've got like 3 things of it in the freezer right now.
I'm still aggravated about the dice ice, the
The
D&D dice ice
Yeah.
cube trays.
Very disappointed in that.
You want them?
Why?
Because they just don't look right.
Maybe, I mean.
You wanna take a look at them first?
Yes,
All right.
let's take a, well, not now, but later.
Well, no, I'm already on my way.
You could stop moving. Okay,
I got,
excuse me.
I have some that make the round balls and I gotta make some more. I don't have any.
Yeah, we know.
I'll have them ready for that.
You better. Got a month
You know, when
to
you're
go.
not there. Oh, no, that you're gonna make. It's the
Battle
battle
House
game.
game, yeah. I mean, if you know,
Oh, shit. Oh, damn.
All right, Napalm, still your turn.
Oh,
the
the
Searing
Searing
Light.
Light,
All right.
16 points of damage.
16 points of damage on my primary dude.
Emotional damage.
16, you say?
Yes,
I
I
would
did.
take these if we had any fucking room in our freezer.
We can still take them, just not
We,
eating right away.
we have
Your
no
call.
room.
They're
for
yours if
this.
you want.
Less.
Yeah.
That's it.
Alright.
I have room.
We absolutely do not have room. For that. Even assuming that like
Top comes
leave it
off
out,
and shows you.
we have
Yeah,
more
it
shit
is.
that we
Yeah.
keep putting in. I don't know how our freezer is packed. Actually, I do know how much this packed is.
I mean, it makes
But
dice.
still.
And they do look like dice. But I was just so aggravated with them that I couldn't deal with them anymore. All right, is that it? Do you want to run or move? I'm sorry.
Um. I'm actually
Oh.
probably in a good position to stay where I'm at for now.
You stay right there.
Oh.
Okay. Cool.
What is it?
You all right?
Less.
What's it?
I think you just made their luck worse.
What do you mean?
What happened?
They got a flat.
Oh,
Oh,
shut up. Shut up. Where were they going?
The timing of
Oh.
that would not have been worse for
Did they
you
gotta-
to say that.
Jesus Christ, I gotta stop talking about people.
Oh, that is. If it weren't for the fact that we were just talking about how shitty their life.
worth a loss of this land.
Do they got a donut? Tell me they got AAA or a donut or something.
AAA, probably not. A donut, maybe.
Does that have air in it?
I don't fucking know. Their luck is not good.
Well, that's usually what
Are
happens.
they out in
yeah.
BFE or are they in town?
It was an hour,
Oh, God almighty.
or it was 45
They
minutes
done
from
that.
their job,
How far is their job?
Yeah.
45 minutes from their house.
Hopefully they're close.
That was, they should be home by now, relatively.
So it should be close. They should be.
They should be
close.
relatively close.
All right, your turn.
I'm gonna do the same thing that I did to the spider to
You know what the
this.
problem with these are?
Weird
Those numbers
guy.
aren't deep enough. They need to be big, large, thicker.
What are you doing?
Same thing that I did to the spider.
Arcane strike on the guy, the rope guy?
Yeah. Well, I'm doing a few things actually. But I'm guessing that a 14 is not gonna hit him.
14 is not gonna hit him.
Maintaining song. Oh, wait. Inspire courage works for me as well, doesn't it?
Mhm.
Does 16 hit?
Now they're gonna check.
Or bash?
It does not.
You don't want.
Damn it, I was not thinking, well, actually, no. I
Close, very close, but it does not hit.
Yeah.
I almost
Yeah, that's
moved
part of the
there,
problem, yeah.
but then I remembered that this guy could end up flanking me, so that's probably the
Flankers.
say, so.
You wanna take one, try it out? Or are you taking both of them?
I'm taking one, he's taking one.
All right, cool.
We'll try it out.
I'm attacking
Murder.
now.
All right, so you just move forward, continue courage.
Yep.
That's it.
I just turned to Elam to focus his attention on slaughter.
25 and 16 to hit the guy that charged me last time.
It's not your turn.
Yeah, it is.
Andy's turn. I skipped.
Oh, you skipped Andy. Okay,
Yeah.
sorry. Which one?
Those rolls still count.
We'll
yeah.
see.
I'll reroll.
I'd like to move 60 feet this way
Okay.
and do another perception check to see if I can find the tiefling.
In what area are you looking?
I guess that, yeah, the tiefling section. I guess the back corner, yeah.
They keep their meat
Like
separate.
in here?
Yeah.
Okay,
The
give me
Boston
perception.
Doesn't everybody?
11.
11.
I told you I can't roll above a 19 for
No,
perception. Okay.
They didn't recall the
see
cider
anything.
truck. It's just a Roman tune-up.
There wa-
You don't see anything.
I didn't think so, yeah.
All right, now Elam.
A 26 and a 22 to hit.
Both of those are hit.
That's even
And that was on the guy this way?
Yeah,
Okay,
the guy on this side of me, the one that had rushed up on me.
right, got it, okay.
So first attack does 27 damage, second attack is nearly minimum, and that does 19.
19?
Yeah.
Yeah, he falls under a wave of blows that fall, that crush him down into the thing. And he falls sort of splayed out across the thing. And this guy is making croaking sound. It looks like he's trying to communicate in some way.
It would have been not the guy that you laid over.
Oh,
it's
is this
the
guy?
directly in front of me?
Oh, the guy right, okay, yeah, gotcha, sorry, I missed it. Yeah, he goes down.
An Onion article. DOJ designates posting photos of balling in on Musk as domestic terrorism.
All right, that it for you?
That feels like it's only a matter of.
Move,
It was a
Mhm.
full attack.
full attack, all right. Top of the order, weird boys, all right, so.
You're the latest where you were supposed to get a briefing from the Pentagon about the battle plans against
Oh,
China.
yeah.
The man who's still not been vetted, but has top security clearance.
Yeah, I know.
Because the president just granted it to him.
Uh-huh.
I
a
remember
lot
we
of
were super
government
upset
contacts.
about an African in the White House, and now they literally have a South African in the White.
South African Nazi.
Yeah, even better.
All right, that one's gonna go after you. The one that just moved is gonna go after you
Wow.
with the trips.
Okay. And he's within 10 feet?
No, he's 15 feet away.
Okay. He learned his
Probably
lesson.
more.
He's like, I saw what just happened to
Right.
these spiders. I'm.
Ooh, 28.
For
CMD.
CMD, that is my CMD.
Okay. All right, so you get tripped. So you're gonna go.
As he
pro.
falls, he killed him.
What I
That's
need-
he's how he killed him.
He pulls you forward with the thing, although it's very difficult. So what I need from you, I
What is
need.
his strength out of curiosity?
It's pretty actually quite
He
good.
looks pretty big.
Yeah, maybe
Is
that's
it
not
Ela-
gonna happen.
Is it Ela with tongue? Like a literal tongue? How the fuck are these board?
No, it's
Strength is
a weapon.
21.
Ooh,
Damn.
So he should be able to move.
Yeah, he's moving.
you
it.
drag your, yeah.
Well, basically what he's doing is he gives you a yank. He gets it around your leg and he gives you a yank.
Yeah.
He's yanking you forward into where the spiders are, but I need you to roll a 50-50 because you find yourself on top of the webs.
It's not a reflex to avoid that?
No, it's the CMD, so he's
Okay.
got you.
Right.
He's just giving you a yank and you're falling prone anyway, so you're basically falling.
The guy
into
out there is doing, it.
This guy.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no reflex there.
Yeah, so I need 50-50. You call it high or low.
I'm gonna go high. I rolled 11.
Okay, so it is high, so you land on a tuft of webs that is barely sufficient to accommodate your weight, but you do not fall through down to the party below.
Which is lucky, because I'm a bit chunky right now.
Yeah, you'd be noticed.
All right, so he does that. So next is against you.
Yeah,
Again,
yeah.
the same, the CMD, he's trying to.
Okay.
27, see, against your CMD?
Yeah, I'm not even gonna bother looking because.
All right, he yanks you sideways across the same area where he went down.
Yeah, honestly.
You got Elib, you're gonna get.
He's got it, it's probably gonna get me.
I need you to roll a 50-50, high or low.
So fuck. Or just roll a D20.
That's a giant dice person, I like it.
Thank you. Should I roll a D20 or should I roll a 2?
Roll a D20.
It doesn't matter, D20 high or low, but you gotta call high or low
Like,
first.
Whoa. Fuck yeah.
6.
6, all right, so
That's low.
you fall prone about right there. All right. Next up, what's up next? Oh, the thing is gonna pound you.
Wow.
I did not
The bone
consent.
is gonna pound you.
Wow.
First he gives him a tug, now he's gonna pound it.
Now he's gonna
Now
pound
the
him with
bone is gonna
bone.
pound you.
All right, so you're prone, so it's
From
a,
bones.
it's a prone bone.
So we're not doing consent.
It's a,
So consent's just out the window in this
14
game.
is not gonna hit.
It's a
you.
bone prone.
Okay, so, okay, so the bone misses, and then what is he gonna
gonna die.
Perish.
do? No. Only it's like, he comes running straight after you. Now he's just gonna get to you. He can't attack. It's a double move, but he is right there.
He said,
You should still play?
No, he landed.
No, I landed.
Oh.
Because he wants to take this guy on his own. He wants to prove to Elib that he can fight.
No, I don't think that, yeah, I don't think that's it.
Dragon, come at me, bitch. That's not good. All right, so that's the weird boys. Jack, you're up. You can fly away, but he gets an attack of opportunity. You want me to hum the theme from Jeopardy?
No.
Because I can't. What are you gonna do? Come on. Come on.
Did I skip you when I did the freshen up or did you already drink it?
I know, I'm not drinking it yet. I'm not drinking it yet, cause you, I thought.
I'm
I
not
do
drinking
a,
it.
I do a
You
cautionary
need- you
5
need
foot
it?
step away.
I would like it. I don't need it.
No, well, that, you know. Sorry about that. No more ice?
Yeah. Yeah. Let me try the other stuff.
Wait for that?
Yeah.
Let go, you wee bastards. Here's one, here it is.
Yeah. That's good. Thank you. Ooh, that's good too.
It is, isn't it?
Oh,
It's-
oh,
I was surprised at how sort of understated this
Right.
distillery was. It was
Yeah.
great. Yeah, go ahead.
I do a 5 foot step away
Okay.
and then take off flying. Straight up, 20. then move that
If you do a 5 foot step, you can't do other movement, can you?
I can do a full round attack. Okay. I do a,
Well,
Like a
that,
modified
I
withdrawal.
I do a withdrawal.
okay, all right, you can do that. As a flight withdrawal,
Yeah.
all right,
I'll actually fly back
Mhm.
and then up and over here.
gotcha. So you're sort of like swooping
Yeah.
back, okay. All right, Snake
And that
Hall.
is everything I do.
Alright. Who's the guy? Which one
Did
is,
you kill the bone?
one guy's
20 feet up.
dead? Okay, this is a guy that's wreaking havoc still.
These are the two that are still.
I do think that's
Yeah.
out of his
Alright.
reach, right?
Oh, yeah,
Okay,
yeah. He's
So,
got five, he's a humanoid, yeah.
I'm just making sure.
I try to cast hold person on this, that one there.
Sure.
Should bring mine.
That is a will
I've
save.
got all those little.
Yes, that is.
Mhm.
DC 17.
That'd be good.
Okay. Ooh, okay, +6, that's not bad, that's not bad. Ooh, natural 19, did not
Yeah.
work, you are not scoring.
I am not. These guys got pretty good,
They got pretty good saves, they're
Yeah.
pretty tough. Did you move?
If I can.
Do you want to?
I'm not going to move.
Okay. Andy. Oh. You've fallen and you can't get up.
She's used to it.
Yeah,
Wait a second.
can I roll another perception check to try to?
You just want to be the one to save this tiefling girl, don't you?
No, I wanna grab her so we can just step out. I wanna leave. You can have her.
I'm
You can
currently
have
stuck
her.
in a web.
As
It's
long
probably
as she
about to be eaten.
consents.
Yeah,
Assuming she can.
exactly.
Establish consent something.
Thank you. 13.
13. All right, so
What'd you
13 is actually enough.
Perception. I can't roll above a 19 for perception.
So you do, that is barely enough. You see, wrapped in the webs,
Mhm.
what looks to be a purplish horn
Oh, sweet.
sticking
Okay.
out of the side.
I
Tucked
would
in
like.
the webs.
Is the webs there? Are they really close to the walkway? Like I can
They're
land.
connected to it.
Okay. I would like to land on the walkway then
Mhm.
and start to tear into the webs.
Okay, I just put some Play-Doh on your thing there.
Oh, sure. You get to save her. I ran all the way over here thinking that was her.
Again, if I had message, I
I
would
know,
have
I
told
know,
you so we
yeah.
could split
I would've
up.
told
you.
You're still invisible.
Yeah,
I am so
and I
mad,
fell
yeah.
down.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
The two of us got stuck in the web.
I fell
Oh,
down.
Timmy fell in the web?
I'm typing.
Okay.
And in the distance, a dog barked.
It's all Timmy is capitalized, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah. What's that? Timmy fell in the web.
all right, so you start pulling it away and
Yeah.
you do recognize that it
Hoping
is.
that the dog's gonna go bad.
A
Joe.
different girl.
A different female.
A different
purple
tiefling
horn.
It's her twin and we're wasting time.
It's her sister.
Yeah.
Claudia.
Give me a,
I didn't do it.
what was that?
That was,
Oh, that was Jax. He fell down.
Oh,
He's on the board still. Is he
Oh,
reattached or
I got
He's
this.
gonna be gummed.
gummed up?
Play-Doh.
Yep.
Mhm.
Play-Doh is cool.
And tasty.
Am I right or am I right?
You're right.
All right, give me a quick, like, health check, heal check, med check.
Med check.
Summary read.
Yeah. Not 20,
20,
not 20, hold on.
natural 20.
Plus, medicine you said?
Yep.
Sorry, heal, 28.
28. All right. So you get it, the webs come away quite quickly.
Mhm.
And you get there and you're like, press to make sure she has a pulse because she's not moving.
Mhm.
Then the pallor of her skin is quite pale.
Mhm.
But you get a strong pulse. She is alive. She is
Okay.
breathing. It's probable she's been poisoned in some way. Is what
Poisoned.
Okay.
Yep.
What Cusco?
Cusco, of course.
Easy to coup de grace.
easy to coup de grace.
I'm just saying it's an option.
Oh, that's
Not one we should
Viscount.
take.
Like
Viscount
Justice
was not like-
Day?
I don't know that the Viscount was like
It's like-
slay them all,
yeah.
that kind of thing.
It's
All right,
like
Take care of them.
Yeah.
Justice Day.
That's what we
Ruin
said, take care of it so I don't have to dance with her, okay?
done and done.
I'd
Where do you-
like to try to get back onto the boardwalk if possible.
Okay.
What do I need to do to make that happen?
Well, it's a standard action to get back up prone. So, from prone. So, yeah, it's a standard action and then you can just move onto the boardwalk. If you want.
On the,
Problem is, that's 2 actions.
that's fine. As long as I'm not in the web.
You're not on the web. You're back on the catwalk. That's it for you. Elib, what are you doing?
I am doing the same thing.
All right.
But only bigger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm doing the same thing,
Bigger,
but bigger and
longer, and
scarier.
Same principle. You see them rotating their ropes again. Although the one near you is sort of like not flipping his rope around. He looks like he's ready to leap at you. That's it for
Good
Elib.
luck to hear.
Weird boys. All right, so we'll get to him in a minute. So Elib, first things first. Necrotic bone. Natural 20.
Whoa.
And to confirm is a 5. So non-confirmed, but it is a hit.
Suck a dick bone.
4 points of blood, 1 point of
When the
necro.
necro.
Still need a poison.
When
Still
the
need-
bullet hits the bone.
Yeah.
32.
Okay, no problem there.
No, that's just a middle schooler's understanding of vocabulary.
That's bone on
Then
bone
it's-
action,
That's just case.
like a bad knee.
Takes me back to my prison days.
So
All right, and then the trip attack. From that same 17 plus 10 is 27. That's a miss. All right, close.
Close.
Well,
All
it
right.
doesn't count.
Not quite.
Yeah.
He's going to retreat a bit out to here. Now that's well beyond the range of his rope, so you know what he's doing. This one is going to 5-foot step to you,
I don't care for that.
and he's not going to
So
attack with
actually-
the rope.
During the week, don't curse.
Mhm.
Friday and Fly Fest, I allow myself to just,
Let it all out.
let it all out. So it's wonderful having my daughter here most of the time.
So wear your swear jar.
Yeah.
Huh?
Wear your swear jar.
Yeah.
I swear on Mondays at times.
Ooh, Ruid, 13 and 24.
2 hits?
Yeah.
Okay, I should
13
say,
missed.
I should say
24.
Fly Fest.
24 hits, so that's a claw, and then the bite
Yeah.
is a natural 2, so miss there.
No, I wouldn't put it back
He
on.
clawed you.
Yeah, we try to avoid it.
Strangers.
Yeah, exactly.
All right,
Clawed
so
balls.
Sorry, what was that? Claw balls?
Clawed balls.
Okay.
for 3 points of damage.
I just took.
Are you down?
Yeah, claw damage.
Okay.
Are you down?
I actually
easy.
haven't even been hit.
I
so
know.
I'm making it out of this pretty well currently. I should not have said
All right.
that. Why
You
not?
should not have said that.
Why did I fucking tempt fate? Man, I survived prostate cancer. Nothing's gonna ruin this day. What? I finally get to retire after 40 years of service.
Oh my God.
What, it's not
I'm on
him.
the world.
You've seen the robot chicken one where the guy's like, best day ever from Star Wars.
Oh, I love that one.
It's
Yeah.
just everything.
It's just everything just fucks with it.
They did something similar in the Hitman series, where there's just this like random henchman that's standing out of the window and he refuses to move. So like if you stay long enough, you'll hear him be like, so it's in remission? I'm good? Yes, nothing can ruin this week.
You're
I'm on
20
top
feet
of the
up?
world." And then you chuck him out the window.
Yeah, Debbie, 20 feet up?
You're 20 feet up?
Yeah,
All right. Wiener.
and he can't talk.
He can't talk. So he comes, he's gonna move over here and reach down and grab another piece of guy,
Okay,
which he
Piece of
rears
guy.
back and throws at him.
move,
Looks like a hand.
wait, move, take something, he's done.
No, it's all part of the same thing.
Move,
5 foot
retrieve
step,
a weapon.
5 foot
What
step.
would that same
Was
thing
it a
be?
5-foot step? Okay, I'll give it to you.
Is there a name for this thing?
Bullshit.
Okay.
Yeah.
that's what I was thinking.
Natural 7, miss. So the guy's hand just goes flying and lands over.
Hands in the web
in the
somewhere.
web somewhere. All right, that's a weird voice. Jax, you're up.
Weird boy.
Weird boys.
No.
What you gonna do? What you gonna throw from the body you know?
Weird
Yeah,
boys.
I'm
weird
good with
boys.
it.
All party members are innocent until proven guilty.
Also, Les, the links to
The card maker?
the card makers that you sent me, I used all of them last night.
Oh, good. You like?
No, I mean,
Oh.
I tried each of them last night. They
Oh,
were
so
all the
these were-
same ones that you sent me.
Oh, okay.
And the thing is,
Like-
Luke's text is just so long that it's like off the page. That's
The
what he's trying
problem
to
is
find.
that like one of them would work just fine, but you can't change the font
You got somebody
size.
for that?
So you have to keep
many do you-
it like as short as possible. But for like some of the cards for the magic items, or like for the magic item cards themselves, the text is not short enough to be able to accommodate that.
Have you thought about just doing it in like PowerPoint or something? So that's what I do for like Panther Hunt when I made like status cards and weapon cards.
I thought of just like printing off a sheet of paper that had the text and then like the
Okay.
image, but I don't know. We'll see.
All right,
Are there railings around the catwalk or is it
No.
just straight?
Flat. all right, Jax, what are you doing?
He's looking up shit.
Okay.
You don't have to.
Corrosive
That's
touch,
why I'm just saying small amounts.
Okay.
it's a touch attack,
You gonna fly down and touch him?
have to.
I thought you were gonna touch
You
yourself.
can cast it, hold the charge, move and discharge.
Yeah, I don't wanna.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna send.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
That removes the attack of opportunity. for-
Right.
Exactly.
Enough of us send
Well, he doesn't have reach, so
$5.
it wouldn't provoke
Offers.
him flying into him unless he flies away from
I'm
him.
still
Him flying in and then casting would provoke.
Oh, yeah,
Casting
cast it first,
and
yes,
then-
different. No, that's
Fair,
absolutely true.
I mean,
No,
I
I
just.
So are you landing? Or is this a flyby attack?
It's a
why I said-
flyby
Kind of a
bitch slap.
flyby.
Because we know.
attack.
James a lot. I
More of
don't
a fly down
want to
attack.
get out
It's a bitch
on
slap.
the-
It's a good slash.
Ow!
$100 is what I'm saying. $5, fine.
14
But
touch.
asking them is at $100.
Okay.
It
Right,
doesn't go right.
but I'm saying that if we ask enough.
Yeah.
then that
I agree with
covers
you
it,
on
so we
that.
Don't have to worry about.
Yeah.
I think that's
Yeah,
probably
no, we're on the
fine,
same
but-
page. I'm just saying, that's why I said my thing.
Ooh,
I agree
no,
with you.
no, touch AC is 15. You go
Okay.
look.
Are you counting his bardic inspiration?
Oh, I was not.
What do you get for that?
What's the
Negative
rate?
Plus 1 attack, plus 1 damage.
As long as they can hear your thing.
13.
Yeah, I can hear
me.
Oh, I haven't seen that in like 20 years.
21
Can't sing that song too.
points of acid damage.
Wow.
Because I got plus 1 for each die.
What's eating you, baby?
because of our copper dragon heritage.
All right.
We're just
How much
a
damage?
different dragon.
What did I say? The 25?
I don't know.
Lord.
25.
Raise the Laxel.
Jesus
Praise
Christ,
the
be praised.
Let's hear it for Philaxel.
Well, that hurt him. I mean, he staggers backwards, and the corrosion is beginning to. He's like, you know, that kind of thing.
He's all ate up.
Noises. As you fly by, where do you end
Now,
up?
I end up right next to him, actually.
All right, so you're right, like here.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
The anime bitch slap.
Anime bitch slap.
That was a dab.
Yeah.
Anime dab slap.
Anime dab slap.
All right.
Touched his ass.
Jack's not. The corrosive, corrosive finger. Corrosive finger.
Oh,
Ouch.
It's the delivery. It makes the whole thing.
Yeah, it does.
All right, that was Jack's. Napalm, you're up.
All right,
You
this,
just saw Jack stick his finger. I mean, you're shocked and dismayed.
no, I'm not,
You
not
just
really.
said, what was
It's Jack. All right,
shocked and disturbed.
this little bozo here, this weird, weird boy here,
Okay, yeah, he
I'm-
backed off.
I'm gonna cast spiritual weapon on him.
Yeah.
Play Baldur's Gate 3, I know how good that is.
Is it within range where it'll attack this round?
180 feet is the range.
That is within.
I mean, through the web.
The center of the dance floor, yeah.
Blue is the color of spiritual weapon.
Pretty
Your God's spiritual weapon, anyway.
You should play Baldur's.
What is it? Sarenrae?
I should, but Steve.
Got it,
Taylor
scimitar.
said
Yeah,
For me to be
it
able
is,
to.
yeah, that's why I use
Fair
it.
enough.
Scimitar. All right, go ahead and roll to attack.
I did,
Hopefully that Jake will come out soon, so we can play a game
20
together.
24.
24, does that hit?
All right, what is it?
I hate that for you.
I know,
On the other hand, that
There's
guy hasn't been hit
possibility
yet.
Maybe play that.
right,
together.
spiritual weapon is,
We can make a nice little
1d
farm.
plus
I'll go to the
2.
mines and.
The original live
I
show.
fish like crazy.
Oh, wait,
You fish, I mine, she does the work. on the
8 plus
farm.
2.
The original live show.
It says it says I get 2 attacks on
You
this.
make that face.
Does?
like,
I don't say, I'm not, let me read this again.
No, it's just
All
like
right,
you're talking about like, oh, I'm gonna
Magical
go work
magic
in the
plus weapon
mines.
attacks
And the
2
original
times.
was.
All right, do it.
Gotta go bring home the bread for the family.
And then you have to get the open XCOM
Yeah,
for the quality of life improvements.
yeah.
17.
That's a hit, barely, but.
Oh, well, I plus I did something from
Oh,
whatever.
from the.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a hit.
All right.
It's all my damage, babe.
6 points of damage.
6 bow points.
I'm done.
As
All
a
right, well, he is
preemptive,
shocked and
says,
dismayed
keep your
by
head
this
down
turn of
low.
events.
Oh,
but
good, he should be.
He's still.
I'm
Hey.
I'm doing my best. It's not.
No, literally, keep it down.
Still invisible, feeling up some tiefling girl.
Not feeling her up, checking her pulse.
Got it.
Can I roll
Is that a
a,
euphemism?
yes, can I roll a heal check to cure
Ignore
her
it,
of the poison, neutralize it, give her a chance
Just a
to.
check, just to see.
I'm going to neutralize the
21.
poison.
21. So the likelihood is that you won't be able to reduce the poison
Or
without
that.
working on her for a while.
Suck
Do you have a
on
med kit or anything like that?
Stuck
I
on it.
have an alchemist kit and.
That's more along the lines of building.
a
Well,
little
it's
bit of
possible.
stuff.
Yeah, there's healing
Do you have-
potions.
Do you have
She can
a
make healing.
anti-poison or anything like that?
Like a neutralized
Um,
poison, delay poison.
Not on me, but can I make one?
There is a thing with alchemists where
Do
they
you
can,
know the formula?
they can concoct one on the quick.
Mhm.
I'm not
Do you
sure
know the formula?
how it works though. She said she
I mean,
had.
I don't know the spell equivalent of it, but I'm wondering if I can just make a potion then.
So
You have to know the formula.
portions
Like
have
when you're-
formulas. You have to know the formula. The
Yeah, it's like
Sorry,
spells.
what I mean, like, yeah, I was gonna say, I only know like the spell, like potions, not like the ingredients for and like a.
Oh, no,
antidote
no,
or
if
whatever.
you've got in your book, in your formula book, if you've got the formula for a neutralized poison thing, there is something that allows you to sort of
Quick
make it
alchemy.
up. Yeah, it's quick
Yeah.
alchemy, you can make it up.
I know you guys are talking about, but I don't.
I'll tell
I
You
don't.
don't have, it. All right, so no, then you cannot, you can't bring her out, but,
Okay,
I mean, she weighs like $1.05, you could probably just drag her out there.
true.
Yeah, you could, I can.
You can.
I've been weightlifting again, so I could lift a tiefling.
I'm very happy for you. Let's.
I plan on doing so, yeah,
Ruins. Like.
next weekend. I'm
Look,
lifting
I
some
think it's about my
tieflings.
height.
Um,
Somewhere there.
When's the next
Let me-
ministers?
Maybe
Manchester,
Maybe
Manchester,
6
actually,
feet
you
on
know,
a good
whatever,
day.
and Fairview.
I think. Why?
This is
I'm
the
asking
first
you
one.
to
April 13th.
calculate the
Huh?
DC
Like
for
April
jumping over
13th.
your head.
Okay.
I'm gonna be running, shit, Kings of
Oh,
War,
duck.
fantasy battles, fantasy unit battles.
The second Saturday. though.
Yeah, you said it.
Yeah,
so
because of
I'll-
Easter.
Yeah, there's
Okay.
A little bit because of Easter.
right there that I.
But it'll be the
Ted
second
will, like,
Saturday.
jumps
We're,
off, kick him off
so
against, so
Tom
that
and
should
I are gonna run at
reduce my
Daytime.
DC.
Have you played Monster
He
Hunter?
bought a whole bunch
Monster Hunter,
of
a
mid
little bit, but
eighties
not a whole lot.
Afghanistan
There's a-
miniatures and Russian miniatures. So we're running
There's
a Russians
a
versus
weapon in the game called the
Afghanis.
Kinsect Blade.
In 1980 scenario,
Basically
using
just
battleground
launch
World War II
yourself
rules,
off the
World
ground
HD
and can,
rules.
like launch
It's gonna be
yourself in
awesome.
midair, doing like weird spins with the blade.
The Afghan used to be
It
heavily
just reminded me of that instantly.
Well, in
It's fun.
like turn 3 or 4, the Soviet helicopters show up, which is gonna be a problem for the Afghans.
They still
I will
survived
give
it.
her a
Fuck
potion
yeah.
of cure light wounds and then I
Oh.
can take her down next level.
Okay, cool. So you do the hold the
Or
nose
not
thing
next level, next round, yeah.
and pour the potion
Yeah.
on there, and she sputters and coughs, and her eyes kind of flutter,
Mhm.
and she's like, she looks up at you and like, is that a tentacle?
Are you,
Are
you my mom?
Or you have
Wings,
to
yeah.
see-
I've never seen one so big.
are you my
Uh,
mommy?
All right, but yeah, she does seem to be somewhat conscious. I mean, she
Okay.
seems like sort of out of it.
Yeah, no, I understand.
But she's like coming out of some sort of anesthesia kind of thing.
Yeah.
That kind of like,
Mhm.
but she's awake
Gay.
Okay,
and alive.
Yeah.
Is that it for you?
yeah, I did a skill check and then I gave her the
Yep.
potion, yeah.
Ruin it.
That
guy just clawed you.
I'm gonna make an attack, and then as soon as I'm done with that attack, I'm gonna duck down.
Like this?
Yep.
Okay. Well, I mean, he's
Just
standing right.
crouching.
Just crouching.
Oh, napalm's coming online, isn't he?
No,
No,
Elib.
Elim. Oh.
Elin said a free action, Ruin, keep your head down. And he said, I'm
You got it.
trying,
That's-
and he
that's
said,
apparently
no,
cocked
I
when
mean,
it's
get it
cocked."
down.
Yeah. Unless you want to be on my belt, kind of thing.
Gotta honor the cock. My dice was cocked.
Ah.
Gotta honor the cock.
Gotta honor the cock. 18 to hit.
Shit, that's a hit.
Fuck yes. So that,
Cause he was honoring the cock.
because I honored the cock.
So that guy, this is the first hit that guy has taken. Actually,
Fuck me.
we don't have time for that.
That must
There's
be,
no
Even after honoring the cock,
that must be. a
Well, Don's got to
euphemism.
leave at 11.
11 points of damage.
Okay.
I literally rolled the minimum amount of damage that I could roll.
Okay.
I feel that, I've done that twice.
All right. So, and then you duck. I mean,
I'm
like
crouching down
Crouching down,
because
okay.
I know what's about to happen.
you're not throwing yourself prone or anything.
No,
Okay.
no.
He's just
No, that would
reducing
be-
his head.
I'm just.
Not
I'm
just
Well,
just
you're
making
large. So
noise.
you're
I'm
what?
myself a
When Elon
smaller
is large, how
obstacle.
tall are you? 11 feet.
12 feet tall.
12 feet tall. All right. Yeah. So all you have to do is kind of like.
Closer
Yeah.
to 13 actually, because he's
Oh, God.
6'5" normally.
Hee
All
and,
right, here it comes. All right. That's it for you, Ruben.
Yep.
You live.
Elib is making an acrobatics check. He is kicking off of the post that's right next to him to go over Ruid's head to either land on or behind that guy.
Oh.
Let me see the acrobatics check.
Yeah.
Yeah, baby.
Oh.
Oh, natural 2.
Oh.
It's an 11. It's not gonna be enough.
So you're gonna land.
So wait, I
right
need
here.
you I need to determine where you land. Is it behind Ruin? Is it behind the pole or is it behind Ruin? Do you stop at the pole or do you stop
At least it's
That's
not
right.
That's up
on
to you.
Ruin.
Well, I'm gonna
Not
say
yet.
50-50. Let's say roll a dice, you pick. High is Ruin, low is pole.
Told you.
Low, pole. All right. So you just sort of go, get out of the way. Yeah.
The pole didn't listen.
Parkour.
What was supposed to happen?
Ta-da!
Ruin's like laid down. It's like, I'm ready. I'm doing whatever you think.
What was supposed to happen?
Oh, that was my move action.
That's your move action. What are you gonna do from here?
Move again. So
Super
behind me.
More than 10 feet to the monster.
It is.
So-
You could get so here's the problem. The walkways are unless you want to walk, I mean, you could theoretically go on the web. However,
Yeah, nah.
every 5 feet you gotta roll over under.
Nah.
Yeah. That's, Doesn't sound like a good
I
option.
saw Grady fall through and I'm not willing to take that risk
Right.
because I weigh 8 times what Grady does.
Right,
Well,
I'm
you,
Closer to 10
I
times.
mean, what
Grady
happens if you
does.
miss, I mean, out here, I mean, back there is the balcony, but if you, out here, that's the dance floor.
Yeah,
Well, it's 30 feet, you end up prone. People can see. I mean,
They might-
the Viscount will be like, I'm sorry, was that my friend Elip that just fell out of the sky into my dance?
they might notice that.
They will definitely notice that.
I can do a second move and attempt the same damn thing.
You wanna
right?
try it again?
I think so.
All right, but it'll be the end of your
It's what
turn.
he's gonna do.
Which one do you think would do?
Yeah.
All right. Ooh,
23.
23, that's gonna be enough. So after hitting the pole, she
Ta-da!
he backs up. It's like, "Oh, screw that. Try it again. Try it again. Throws itself. You feel the wind. Rue is like, you're like,
I was scared.
all
the
right,
first
you
time, the
land
second
over
time
there.
I
I
was
need, since it's the second try, I want a reflex save to keep you on your feet. It's gonna be easy, but if you roll below a 5, you're gonna end up sliding and prone.
Okay,
Like I'm talking,
and-
your natural is below a 5.
Okay,
You're fine. Okay. Hey, 2 tries, but that's the end of your turn.
yeah,
Yes.
Weird boys. All right, so
This one's trapped.
that's the spiritual weapon.
Yes, it is.
So he's going to be a little freaked out. So he's going to run around the spiritual weapon, get within 15 feet of Elib, and try to trip you. This one's going to try and eat you.
Of course he is.
Wow.
I'm
So
scrumptious.
let's do you first. 2 claws.
I'm delicious.
I'm magically delicious.
17 and 16.
Nope.
Oh, I'm sorry, not even 16. 12 and an 11.
He's after your lucky charms.
They're better with their ropes than they are with their claws. All right, and then a bite. Ooh, natty 19, 24.
Yeah, that hits.
Oh, we got you with the bite.
He keeps hitting me with a fucking bite.
That bites.
Delicious.
I'm magically delicious.
All right,
You look
6 points
tasty.
of bite damage, and I need a fortitude save, as you can feel the venom getting in you.
Oh, no, not the venom.
C15 fortitudinous.
How fortuitous.
I made it.
All right, so you're unpoisoned, but you do take the damage.
Yeah.
All right, the rope trick
This
on
Delicious.
Elib. Here we
We
go.
are
CMB.
Plus 2.
20, not gonna make it,
Killed
so
it.
did
I
not make
believe in
it.
you.
fuck him.
And then,
We'll see if I can deal enough damage to actually kill the thing.
on Jets.
I believe in you.
I do
I
too.
appreciate that. I believe
Claws first.
You find me, Elon.
Ooh,
Makes
If
sense.
I
18 hit
roll a
you?
1, that will be.
18
just
does not.
hard.
21 is my AC.
And
I
then
will
the
be.
bites, natural 20.
Dance.
Confirm that.
Gonna
Oh, shit.
confirmation, ooh, natty 17 on the confirmation, which makes it a 22.
I'm on a horse.
That confirms.
All right, that's a confirmed bite.
back-
Go to the chart on this
Imagining
one.
Elon on a horse.
Natty
And that
attack.
poor horse is straining to move at all.
Ooh, bleeder.
It's like, oh, what's the?
Target suffers max
No,
damage.
you
and 1d4
disallowed bleed.
You know what's weird? It's a lot more of my guys seem to have that ability.
Nowadays. What was the damage?
I haven't rolled yet. So the bite itself is 4 + 2, 6 points of bite damage, and then 3 points of persistent bleed. The total of 9 this round, but you are bleeding out.
What is that? What's the guy who
That's it.
like had long flowing blonde hair?
Oh, that was me. Well, 20 years ago.
Super ripped, had like, or
Fabio?
Fabio, that's the one. I'm just imagining Elon as Fabio. Like
Okay.
trying to, trying to inspire me to
You
deal
could
with
be brother.
damage.
I could. Yeah.
Yeah, you get that
Used to be.
Fabio's brother.
I always thought I looked like Miguel Ferrer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can see it.
A
That's
couple of bald dudes, or Jason Statham. That's me,
Yeah.
probably.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Yeah, I can see that.
When I look at you, that's who I think of.
Or Curly from the Three
Yeah.
Stooges.
Poor girl.
I
do now that he mentioned it.
Jax. So he just bit you and now you're bleeding a lot. I mean, you
Profusely.
personally are shocked at the amount of blood that's coming out of your dragony body.
What you gonna do? What you gonna do?
You still got fly spell still active.
I know. This guy's fine right now, right?
Aside from the fact that you.
No, he's been
gave him
attacked.
The corrosive finger.
I know he's been attacked, but
Yeah,
Is he fine?
he's been
still up.
given the
He's not
corrosive
fine,
finger.
He was given the corrosive finger.
He's taking a fair amount of damage.
I take a 5-foot step back
Okay.
and cast another corrosive touch. Well, no, I have to touch him first.
That's why they call it
Cast the
corrosive
spell.
touch.
Well, you have to deal with the damage for the concentration check too.
No, that's 3.5 rules.
It's PF1 rules.
I think so.
It is.
It's only when it's ongoing damage.
What is? It is
Oh, it's
bleed.
bleed, yeah.
It's nothing but
This
persistent.
game is bullshit.
Well, it would only be the bleed portion.
It's only the bleed portion of it.
I
though,
also
yeah.
love that we just showed up to a party looking fairly nice, and we're about to come back down looking just absolutely beat to shit.
If you take damage
bet
while you're
you
trying to
thought
cast a
that was
check,
fantastic.
if you
You know what, this-
Always.
PF1
He
rules.
always
are
looks
going-
fantastic.
Some of us.
Injury. PF1 rules. If you take damage while trying to cast a spell, you must make a concentration check. DC equal to 10 plus the damage.
Right,
Plus the
so
level of the
13
spell.
concentration check is what I need. And I took 3 consistent bleed, persistent bleed.
Yes, because it's while
While I'm
casting the
casting the
spell.
spell, I'm taking 3
Right, right.
points of damage while I'm doing it.
Yep.
So it's a concentration check of 13.
Plus 13 plus the level of the spell you want to cast.
Yeah, 10 plus
Well,
13, or 10 plus 3.
Okay,
plus level
14,
stuff.
since it's a personal spell.
Fine, roll it. Smell of one coming on,
Do it.
Mr. Stinky.
I believe in you. You have my
You
inspiration.
know, and if you blow this
Well, if
concentration
it's
check, you
continuous
lose the
damage,
spell
it's half
too.
of the damage. Such as from acid arrow sending in a lake of lava, that would be. Bleed would be continuous damage, right?
So 12,
No, 10 plus 3 plus 1.
okay. And the concentration is,
It's trying his hardest to ensure
Okay.
that it's that
Mhm,
number.
yeah.
He wants it so bad.
so 19 plus 8 is more than 14.
Okay, so that spell's gone.
What?
Yes, the bleed spell is gone.
Okay.
No, the corrosive touch comes off. Go on. All right, so where do you grab him? Like,
Well, he's facing him now, so it's balls.
it's a sack grab.
It's a sack.
Throw a bone at me, I'll throw a bone at you.
This is the most sexually assaulty battle we've ever had.
That's how we roll.
Everyone has consented to fight, so.
14 plus 5, 19 points of damage.
He did not like that, but he is still up.
Don, I just want to throw this out here. You have 1v1 this guy this entire time. Jax has basically 1v1.
Did Grady steering light that guy or?
Yeah,
No.
yeah, I did that guy. You're right. I did swing light on that guy. You're
I
right.
mean,
Yeah.
even still.
He's still up, though.
You were the
But to
only
Jax-
one.
Even still,
It's still
Jax.
Jax is still like,
And he's the captain of these weirdos, so.
yeah, I'm impressed right
You
now.
might be a warrior.
Nah.
It's a mighty dragon, okay?
I am a mighty
Oh,
dragon.
mighty
You should get out the barbecue fork, finish him off.
Yes,
Yes.
Finish him off with your ancestors.
the family fork.
The family
The
fork.
family fork.
Oh, yeah, probably.
Think of the victory, sort of like, fork you.
Quit forking
All
around.
right, is that it? Go 5 foot step, did you back up?
Cause you're done, it's.
No, I
There
can't
you go.
You could do a 5 foot step now. 5 foot, you could do a 5 foot step and a full round attack.
Yeah, 5 foot step back.
Napalm.
Okay. The spiritual weapon, where is that at? That's right there.
It's, yeah, so it can fly to the guy.
Yeah, it's gonna fly to that guy.
All right.
We're gonna hit him again. Cause it can. Oh.
Wasn't me.
What do we got?
13, that's not gonna hit.
That's not gonna hit.
I
You
got
should get 2.
I get
I just saw
2.
you covering your nose. It wasn't me.
I don't know what it was, but I just got a whiff.
Somebody have a.
0.2.
I don't know, but
That's
the
a hit.
hostess at
Hostess.
Bandana's had very nice perfume.
Hmm.
I complimented her.
I went to St. Joe's.
Did you?
We were originally betting on that, but then.
6.
Ooh, something does.
Jay didn't feel comfortable.
6?
Going
Yeah.
to a church.
Afraid they would burst into fire.
Well, didn't want to support somebody who didn't support them.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, then they ended up not being. able
They
to
ended up
come
not
anyway.
going, so we could have gone to St. Joe's. So Mike and I went to an all you can eat fish fry at Holy Sacred Heart. And what?
It wasn't me.
Holy Sacred Heart,
You
where?
could probably bring it over
Holy
here though,
Sacred
just
Heart
in
in Eureka.
case.
Oh, okay.
Last
I have no
Friday
idea.
before
Thank
we
you.
went back to my house.
Oh, okay.
was not worth
Not worth it? Okay,
The
Maybe
coleslaw
it is.
was
Is it
excellent.
under there?
but
There's
No,
something.
but I'm
The
just afraid of
fish
down
was
here.
subpar. The green beans were average. And what was the third thing they had?
You talking to me?
Department of Education.
No,
Oh, that's strong.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's quite.
yeah, that is
functions.
very strong.
Spring waterfall.
They had, oh, macaroni and cheese was subpar.
well,
Oh,
I'm glad I missed it then.
We went to an all you can eat fish fry,
Okay.
thinking we'll destroy them. And I mean, we had several helpings, but
Where's Bob do his fish fries?
St. Teresa.
St. Teresa's,
Did you go there?
no.
Supposedly they're supposed to, his is supposed to be pretty good.
Okay,
What happened?
They were elected or selected best fish fry in the area last year. Because they have more people voting,
yeah.
Oh, got
not because it's good.
Not because it's good.
We've been there.
Well,
It's okay.
CKLI down by us, just over here on 50 is pretty good.
Yeah,
I've had their fish a couple of times and it's pretty solid. I mean, they're not breaking new ground with cod cut-ups. but-
No,
you gotta go to St. Joe's.
St.
St.
Joe's
Joe's has the best cod cutups.
They're
Okay.
actually thick chunks
It's
of
thick
fish.
chunks with a light breading and just the way it's done, it's very
Yeah,
nice.
it's very good.
It's also.
Pardon?
Sorry, I was looking at this thing.
Oh. So, yeah, the
Wow,
only
that's still-
downside with St. Joe's
still
is
quite
it's all the way in Freeburg.
Whose turn is it?
But they got fries, baked potatoes, green beans,
Okay.
mac and cheese,
Coleslaw,
spaghetti,
sweet
coleslaw.
that was my spiritual weapon. Now I get a
Potatoes.
turn, correct?
Correct.
All right.
Desserts.
Guys right there.
You've got a
I've
clear
got
view
five.
at that guy.
Like
Yeah,
that
I'm gonna
group
do
got
searing light
five.
on him
Did he?
again.
You hit him again?
Yeah,
Yeah,
All
people
right,
think-
4d8 damage.
do I,
No, no saving throw.
no save, okay, so I, so it's an attack roll?
Yeah.
Spell attack roll?
All of
Mm,
it, Grandma.
Okay.
Does it say, it doesn't say that, but that doesn't mean it's not.
Say what?
Share that.
Searing light.
Yeah.
Let me check it,
Yeah,
okay.
I should check it.
I got you. Jonas, my son just broke the screw open.
No.
I'm sorry.
Did he just text you? That?
No, mom did,
He did or she did?
they don't know the details.
Okay.
David.
Ray, instantaneous, no saving throw, yeah, you have
Yes.
to
Okay.
do a ranged touch.
All right. I thought.
Tell him to come down and have a drink.
He's in Memphis.
Oh, never mind.
Tell them to come down or come
Tell
up
him
and
to
have
come
a
down,
drink.
have a drink.
18.
18 on touch.
Cuddle his cat.
Huh? Yeah.
You can't, they broke up.
That's going to hit touch 15, so that'll hit.
All right,
Searing light, what does that do?
4d8.
I took me
How
a
much?
second when I got there.
So he's got 13 hit points left, that one.
All right, let me see, let's look at it again, verify that. Yeah, 4d8.
Damn. 48.
48 points.
Seems egregious.
Or the poor dice say.
Anywhere between 4 and 32.
You need some dice there, Chief?
Oh, I just gotta find the right one. I feel bad about having so many, you can never do two. 8. 16.
Ah,
17, 18. Yeah, 3 8s and 2.
He had 13. You got him.
All right, he's done.
he is done.
That's a
All right.
shame.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Andy.
Okay, so I give her the potion.
Plus I got my spiritual weapon for 2 more rounds,
Uh,
6 more rounds.
like
Is after.
behind this walkway as well? Is there a way for me to just take her
There you go.
down, or would I have to go back to where we
That works.
climbed up?
Well, I mean, so theoretically,
Mhm.
you could just pick her up, leap into the webs
Mhm,
and fall.
mhm.
But you'll take 3d6 damage.
Well, I have fly.
40.
also.
No, she has fly.
Oh, you have fly.
Yeah.
So also theoretically, you could grab her up,
Go through the
head
webs
down and just
gently
blast
land.
through. Yeah, and just like
Well, anything that you carry
Mhm.
also becomes invisible, so she would be invisible while you're flying too.
That's great.
That's true. So yeah, she would become invisible as well. So is that what you want to do? You want to pick her up and fly through the webs?
With the greatest of ease.
Give me a raw d20 roll.
Who?
Not gonna be good. I'm gonna raw dog this.
I can't type this fast.
That's my daughter.
A 7.
Yeah, thank you. 'cause that's
7.
really-
All
I'm
right.
gonna raw dog it.
So because of the abraded, sort of the abrasions of the webs, it's really thick right here. You have to kind of plot
Yeah.
through it. But you do get through it. You take D6 damage of
Okay.
sort of like abrasion damage, 4 points.
Okay.
And then you end up, so way over here, you're gonna end up like underneath here.
By the count.
Yeah, not too far from the count.
Okay, perfect.
Here she is. Wait, I said keep her away.
Hi, honey, we're home.
She's ready for your dance.
Plot twist.
You got it?
Yep, so you're under here, you've
Yeah.
come out. So the Viscount is like right over here.
Mhm.
And you've come out over here, so you're off to the left, you're actually sort of flying down.
You do see that there are people sort of looking up. Well, no, you're
No, he's
invisible.
invisible.
So they don't see you.
She's just flying down.
So she's just flying out, you see the
You see like the dance floor and the Viscount is entertaining people and that kind of stuff. Give me a quick perception check.
13.
She's concentrating.
Never mind. All right, so that's it
No
for
one talks to me.
Andy.
Yeah, that's it.
Ruben, what are you doing? No one has seen Andy for feels like hours.
I don't know where the fuck she went, but
She abandoned us.
um,
Again.
We need to
first off,
follow her, though.
Where's a burning building when you need it?
Jay got their tire situation fixed. Their dad came and helped them. They
Cool.
had a spare tire. Their dad is going to help replace the other tires because apparently one of them is starting to show serious wear and tear
Yeah.
as well.
They home?
Yeah,
They
they
made it
were
home.
20
Alright,
minutes
good.
away.
Been there, done that.
I'm gonna attack.
We were talking about it the other day.
Mm-hmm.
I
20.
drove from my house to Edwardsville on half a gallon of gas.
Mm-hmm.
Because of the ice storm, I never went above 15, so it was electric all the way.
All the way.
Like what, 5, 6 years ago?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Maybe a little more.
you're right. I think it was a year into our relationship. Yeah,
Yeah.
so it'd been way more than that.
Fuck yeah, 20 points of damage.
Who, that
Max,
guy?
max damage. Oh, wait. Plus my inspired courage, so
Plus one.
22 points.
Let's not get carried away.
22.
It's plus one, isn't it?
No, it's 2.
It's 2.
It's plus two, you're right, you're right.
I mean,
That hit him hard. He staggers
22
backwards. But he's still up. You know, go ahead.
In retrospect,
believe
he would have
me,
taken
look-
4 more points of damage
Why?
from the
the
expired courage
expired courage.
thing.
Someone's being a silly little bitch.
4 more points, okay. Alright, so you hurt the guy. The guy staggers backwards,
yeah, I did.
but he's also sort of looking around because he knows Elam's back there. And he's like, oh, you know,
Nowhere to run to.
yeah, he's like, what do I do? He's looking pretty hard at the webs.
I'm like the little
if he gets
kid
a chance. The
with
problem is,
lawnmower doing the lawn. Daddy with the actual lawnmower.
The actual
the problem is, yeah, Elam goes before he does, so.
Problem is, he's not gonna
Yeah,
survive long enough.
You're hurting his ankles. He's gonna kill him.
My wrist.
I love waiting to hear what he says.
right.
Mhm.
26 and 20, or actually 28, because flanking, and then 22 for the attack rolls.
Yeah, they both hit.
Yeah, what's the
Alright, so he's got 27 hit points left.
Okay, if I do minimum damage, which I didn't, he would be taking 32 points of damage.
So he's still up.
So he made,
So
yeah,
you're saying there's a chance.
A chance of what?
of his corpse, not immediately.
Right.
That's the beauty.
Okay.
That's kind of the
Just,
beauty
you
of
know-
having a communications degree is when math comes around, you're just like, whatever.
So it was 45 total damage.
45, yeah, he comes up part of
It's big
pieces,
Yeah.
And just drops at your feet. All right, so you still have a move action if you want to take it.
Those 2 attacks.
Oh, 2 attacks, never mind.
Oh, the combined damage.
All right, top of the
Yeah,
order,
'cause
weird
she
boys. There's only one weird boy left. But he is mad at Jax. Turns around, steps forward 5, and attacks.
With his acid.
Attack of opportunity.
No.
I wish.
I wish people would stop taking advantage of me not knowing the rules. Claws. 15 and 14, that's
Misses.
those are both misses. Bites. 22. Got you again.
Bite.
That bites.
4 points of bite damage, and I need you to make a save for poison. DC 15 poison save. Fortitude.
I rolled
Keep turning it. It'll get a number to there.
I haven't touched it. I rolled a 19.
19. All
I
right.
didn't know if it was 19 or 13.
No
I rolled
problem.
I rolled a 19 plus whatever, so.
Okay, so you made the poison, but you did take 4 points of damage. Then it's your turn. He's hurt. He's egregiously hurt.
He'd be egregiously dead.
He's very close. If you could put the fork in him,
He could
He's
be,
done.
he
This
could be
could be-
done. He
put a
could
fork
be
in him,
done.
he's done. That was well done. You may have to get some extra experience points for that.
You know, my 4 damage is shit.
Yeah.
Don't sell yourself short.
Can you feint and get a sneak attack?
Oh Lord, I don't know.
Lordy, I'm feeling faint. I got the vapors. Oh my God.
Bluff is what they call it.
They're probably not into
Got the vapors.
come to game.
That was so great.
Okay,
So we'll just not play.
if I succeeded a bluff check,
Yeah, they're
I should be able to do a
not
sneak
sure
attack.
about the condition of the car.
No, I
So
understand,
with a
yeah.
feint, so let me check the feint rolls real quick. It is difficult.
Paint with an E?
DC is equal to 10 plus opponent's base attack plus opponent's wisdom modifier. Or if they're trained in sense motive, it's 10 plus their sense motive bonus.
So
if
we have to
higher.
figure out what all of that is.
Well, 10
Somebody
plus.
will.
Yeah.
All right, here we
Base
go.
attack. which is
So
probably-
feint is a standard action. Ooh, that's a problem. Can't attack unless you have a.
No, part of the,
To make a feint, make a blush test. Base attack once more. If successful, the next melee attack you make against the target does not allow him to use his dex bonus. The attack must be made on or before or your next turn on or before. So feint's a standard action. Which means you only have a move action.
That's right, the improved feint allows you to do it as a move action.
Do you have improved feint?
no.
How about some chloroform?
How about some improved chloroform?
How about master chloroform?
Okay.
Expert chloroform.
I'll tell you right now.
We're,
Let me.
I'll
I got
raise you.
3 hit points.
Can your minimum damage kill him?
This feels like a.
Sorry.
This
Can
feels like a
your
fork and
maximum
opportunity.
damage kill him?
no, it's not a fork opportunity. Because of my strength, I do 1 to 2 points of damage.
Can you spit acid on it?
You got another one of those corrosive fingers?
I have one more
Number
first level
3.
spell.
Ouch.
Oh, you don't have breath weapon yet?
I don't have, no, next.
Call yourself a dragon?
Uh. 4. Okay,
He's been called a lot of things, but not a dragon.
He starts breath weaponing, they're gonna be really very impressed.
I'm doing touch attack. I'm using my last
Last spell, corrosive,
acid touch.
okay, corrosive touch.
Corrosive
Here we go.
touch.
All right, his AC, I'm gonna tell you right now, 17. Oh, wait, touch attack AC is 15.
Touch attack.
I believe in you, Don.
15?
15.
I believe in you.
16 plus
Fuck yeah,
8.
baby.
6.
What's the minimum damage on the corrosive?
10.
He dies. Yeah, he dies. Kill, all right.
That's
Dex
corrosive.
kills,
My
Dex
little
kills
buddy.
the captain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
About time.
Keeping up with Elib. One,
Keeping up with
1-7. I'm keeping up with Elib.
Well, he killed all the spiders. You were like, that only counts as one.
It only took one attack.
I killed one. I killed
All right,
one.
we fall out of initiative because that's the last thing. What do you guys do?
Fucking.
Change my armor.
Fetch me my brown pants.
Time to get
Too late, sire.
So who are you
All
killing?
right, so
I realize none of us know what the fuck happened.
exactly
I go
right.
find-
So what are you guys gonna like hunt around for the girl?
Yeah.
First thing I do is I go find napalm.
Yeah, you want
Okay.
cures.
Can I have some healing?
Yes, you can.
And
Please, sir.
Please, I have more.
A little healing.
can I roll a perception check to see if I can?
Yeah, absolutely.
He was just making sure everything up here is dead.
Just stomping around, chopping heads in half, that kind of thing.
Yeah, if,
You wanna save any of the skulls?
I didn't earn,
Oh, they're dreamland skulls though.
yeah.
They might not transfer back. You could have a whole
You
second.
could have a
belt
whole set
cleared up.
here and a whole set at home.
What would you,
31.
31.
Oh,
Yes,
worth
I needed
keeping
16.
would
Okay.
be the one that was casting the flying bone magic at me, but I didn't have a hand in that one's demise. That skull belongs to Jax.
It's true.
I'll stitch it.
You see several
I've got one
Wrapped
skull,
up.
it's like this big to me.
corpse-like sized bodies.
Do I
Uh,
see Andy anywhere?
You don't see any anywhere. But they're out here in the middle of this, of the webs, there are probably a half dozen different,
Cocoons.
yeah, like cocoons. They're wrapped up. I mean, you can tell that they're probably bodies because there's some hair here, there's a hand sticking out here. They're
I'm
not
light.
perfect.
You want me to go out? and-
Question.
Can we still fly?
Am I
Oh, yeah,
able to?
right now.
Am I able to see the hole where Andy flew through the web?
Mm-mm. No, it wouldn't look like a hole. It's sort of like,
From your angle.
yeah, she sort of like meandered her way through. Keep in mind, so Andy would be able to tell you, the webs here are probably 6 to 8 feet thick.
You should
Yeah.
use message and let us know you're okay.
Yeah, if only I had it.
Next time you guys are in town, maybe a scroll of some sort.
Shut up. I'll work on it.
I'll work. It's on my list. All right, but yeah, you see several bodies wrapped up out in the middle there, but and you're pretty sure. Would you roll 31?
Oh,
Yeah.
They're definitely bodies because you can see pieces hanging out. Yeah.
So if it's okay with you guys, because I'm light,
Mhm.
I'll walk out there, and like she said, he said, I saw it fly.
Mhm.
So I can.
Oh,
cut
yeah,
it
by
open
all means.
And kind of cut it open, examine.
Well, so here's
Oh.
the rule on that. For every 5 feet that you walk out onto the webs, there's a 50-50 chance you fall through.
And he's alive.
Okay, before you guys all walk out there, I got you all together and I burst.
Right,
You all get
right, I
15.
wanted that.
Yeah,
first.
yeah, you all get 15 points of hit points back.
Thanks, buddy.
17. Yeah, 17 back.
Don't cheat me, cause
I
I
know,
need
no,
16.
no, 17. You all get 17 back.
Thanks, friend.
You're welcome.
Oh, no, what now?
You kill for me, I'll heal for
Yeah,
you.
that's stage 1 is the burst.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Brady.
No problem from here far.
That and napalm.
So after that, you basically are like what, like
Oh, yeah, you,
Hovering kind of around.
flame strike that guy, didn't you? Or.
searing light. He
Searing
didn't want to.
light.
He didn't want to do any flames because he didn't want to accidentally set the
Right,
webs on
right.
fire.
Right.
All right, so
Yeah,
you
just
sort
throw
of like
fireballs.
fly over there.
Yeah, but at a very low level.
This is the small.
I know.
Can you quick perception check?
Quick, accurate perception.
tell you what.
check.
Play-Doh. Unbelievable. I have a shitload of it too.
And it tastes good too.
Oh yeah, it smells like.
Part of their house fell off from.
21. No, 31.
Are you kidding me?
What?
It's the bottom, it's not like the top part blew away or whatever. It's like the bottom part's kind of concaved because of the wind.
I'm never saying anything about them again.
Part of what?
The bottom part of their house is
Their
kind of,
trailer.
yeah, the trailer,
Okay,
yeah.
Okay, hold on.
Did the wind get underneath or?
31,
So is it like the skirt?
yeah.
Yeah, the skirt of the
It's-
mobile
it's
home,
the
yeah.
skirt. It's.
It's
Inconsequential.
Do they need
Yeah,
help?
exactly,
Is that their
yeah.
place or is,
Yeah.
do they run it?
They're just
They-
venting now
different.
because of all the
Yeah.
stuff that
Crap,
happened
exactly.
today, yeah. But
Do
thankfully
they need
it's
help
just
fixing
neighbors.
it or?
Ouch.
I don't know.
I think they'll be able to.
We get a couple of old guys with toolboxes out there, we ought to put things
That's
right.
true.
Yeah,
I feel like the guy on the commercial, when you're becoming your parents,
No,
like,
that-
this guy's gonna build fire. Oh, you're doing it all wrong.
It's all about the architecture. The guy, I love the black guy's like, I can't watch
I
this.
can't watch this.
when the guy pulls out the fire starter,
All right,
they're all gonna die.
31.
31.
31. All right, so you sort of swoop over the things. None of these people, I mean, you haven't cut any of these things open or dug around in any of them,
I need to,
but none of them look like the right size and shape for the person you're looking
gotta
at.
make sure.
All right, so you're gonna slow down, hover, and kind of like saw things open and that kind of stuff. Yeah, it takes some time.
Any valuables?
But, well, there's no valuables. Well, I mean, Right.
Wealthy guests. Of course, it's all dreams and valuables.
Yeah.
I mean, there could be.
But hey,
Hey,
memorable
you
items
still got
that-
potions and whatnot.
Yeah.
There could be something on our list in one of them.
50,000 gold pieces here, still 50,000 gold pieces here.
Good point.
So Andy's
We can
down
use it
on
for the
ground
merchant
with
and have her
this
give
one,
us
right?
some stuff.
I assume so.
yeah, Andy, what are you doing?
Yeah.
So I would like to drop invisibility,
Okay.
and then I'm happy to pass
So
off,
you're still holding the
Yes.
girl.
I'm happy to pass off the tiefling to the chamberlain, but I would like to pass her off in exchange for the Viscount's signet ring. Since we did all the other tasks for him.
So the Chamberlain will come down to you, he's sort of like, you know,
Mhm.
kind of like popping down there,
Mhm.
because people are staring.
Yeah.
And they're like, what's all this?
Mhm.
And he basically says, I see you've found the young Mordette.
Mhm.
Is she in need of aid?
Yes, she's poisoned, yes.
Ah, poison,
Sorry.
that's terrible. And he,
Wow.
That's unfortunate.
Wow, oh, slightly unfortunate.
Oh, that's
For her.
I
well,
agree.
you can tell, and he's like, whatever.
Yeah, I agree,
Uh,
extremely unfortunate, yeah.
You see him sort of go, he looks at a couple of guards and he's like this, and they
Mhm.
come trotting over, and he's like, take this young girl to the medics and make sure that she is given every courtesy.
Mhm.
They're like, yes, your Chamberlain, yeah, blah, blah, blah. And they take her away.
Mhm.
The Viscount, the Viscount, you
Okay.
can see up on
Remove
the
her
thing,
and
so you're
take
still
care
like,
of her.
you're
We will,
pretty
sir.
far away.
No.
You're still pretty far away from the Viscount, but you can see the Viscount is sort of like,
Not take
You know, he's
care
in
of
his
her,
throne.
take care of
You
her.
see
Yeah,
him
yeah,
sort of
we'll
doing
take care of
this.
her. Yeah, let's give her, yeah,
as he sees you
We'll
over
take care of
there.
right.
Uh,
But yeah,
I'll move the
no,
tentacle.
And he's like. And then goes back to talking with the various people that are around him. So, but yeah, they take her away.
Then yeah, I'll approach him to get the signet ring then.
Okay, so you just go up to the
Yeah.
thing, and he's like, he's like, Andy, young Andy, come.
hey, fun boy.
This was the first time Andy's tried to talk to someone.
So,
I haven't even done it
did we have an agreement? It's only about an hour before the amber sunset.
She's not gonna be, she's preoccupied, she's not gonna attend the dance, so.
And we've already dealt with
You
the
know,
other
we don't
two.
do the other two, yeah.
Now I shall dance with my beloved at the sunset.
Mhm.
You have done me a great service.
Himself.
I'm very sorry about the present.
Mhm.
What?
Yeah, I know, me too, can I have the ring?
Of course, Chamberlain, and the guy comes running back up.
Mhm.
Special signet ring for our friend here.
Chamberlain opens his coat and says, which
Yeah,
one you
which
want?
one?
Got many.
Hey buddy, want a ring?
So he
You
goes
wanna
back,
buy a
it's a
ring?
couple of minutes, but he eventually returns with a small box,
Mhm.
which essentially has he's like,
Okay, perfect.
if you will see.
Mhm.
Is everything in order?
It's a
So,
class ring.
Andy,
Mhm.
you've done me a great service, and as I mentioned before, that I just simply don't know that many from the prime, so I know that you have considered a great many things, you're on a mission and all this kind of things to follow the count, whatever his deal
On
is,
a
but
mission from the county.
considering the demise of your friend,
Mhm.
I can't help but think,
I guess because we didn't come.
You're not
back.
down here,
You're not
so
down
you too dead, yeah. Mhm.
you're upstairs getting bursted.
Yep, but.
Would you
real good.
consider
Mhm.
taking a position on my staff?
I appreciate the offer, lovely offer.
But I fear you're going to say no.
I'm gonna go back up those stairs, and I'm such a a powerful person that I will cast Revivify to bring all of my companions back. Give me 10 minutes and I'll bring everyone back down with me. And we have a mission to complete still.
Bullshit music going off.
Powers on. Impressive.
I know.
Young man. Oh, by all means, go and do what you must.
Okay, I'm gonna hurry over to the stairs so I can climb up.
I didn't even know she had Revivify.
Yeah.
None of us did.
Yeah, that's Andy.
Okay, all right, so you go back upstairs,
Yeah.
you're like, guys. I
Yeah.
got it?
Yeah.
Okay. So you get them all and drag them back down?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, because I want to go up the stairs first off because I feel like flying will also cause another distraction. Don't want to do that.
Okay.
But yeah, go
You
upstairs.
tell us that you revivified us?
Yeah. I'll say
Story?
yeah, like if
you imagine?
the
Oh, by
Viscount
the way.
asks, I revivified you all because I'm just that powerful. Got the signet ring. Mondet is being taken care of. She was poisoned. Sorry about that. When we're in the next town out of here, I gotta get a scroll of message.
That's, was it?
I start to whisper to Grady, I thought you had to do a revivify with the whole round.
Where's your gun?
Viscount doesn't know shit. Let's go.
Luckily, the Viscount doesn't know that.
Yeah.
Let me take this out of the way.
He acts like a zombie.
Yeah, that's exactly what Revivify does.
Brains.
Send
It's
more.
the Andy special. Yeah, you know what.
Did you say send more cops?
Oh, okay, that makes more sense.
What kind of show is this?
You're the one that said it.
It's a shit show. Sprinkled with cocks this year.
So many cocks.
Like Chaos Ring.
All right,
Let's
so,
chaos rain.
all right, you guys all end up. Where is he? Where is the Viscount? It's not him. Oh, here he is. He got boofed. All right, there we go. All right, so you guys end up over there.
Mhm.
And Andy shows the thing. So the Viscount is shocked to see it. It's like, oh, Andy,
Wow, you revivified everybody.
the rest of the thing. And he sort of reaches out and sort of touches, like, they are alive, that kind of thing. Yeah.
We've
and
been
so-
revivified.
so he's like, I want to extend to all of you the offer that I made to your friend Andy before she brought you back from the dead.
Oh, yes.
Which is,
We'll have to
you've done
thank
me
her
a great
later.
service here, and I can see that you are eminently capable, much more so than many of my own staff. And you can see the Chamberlain over there just steaming. Would you all consider? Now I know you're on a great mission, but would you all consider abandoning? Stay with me and work for me as my handpicked associate. I can assure you that the Dreamlands will be very accommodating for you. There will be wealth. There will be all the things that you need. All you have to do is say that you will stay with me.
Well, that's
I'll go with it.
that's an awfully tempting offer, but we
Becky's waiting for me.
Oh,
we really
okay.
do have to come back.
Sorry, no, we're not doing it.
We really must return home at some
Thanks,
point
Jay.
in the foreseeable
Well-
future.
I want to stick with you guys. So,
I that you do, especially
you guys being
Elib.
Elib.
You're a mighty dragon.
We are mighty dragons.
We are mighty dragons.
unfortunately, no dragons may be kept by another. So we unfortunately must continue on our way.
Hi.
1 second.
He's taking this very poorly. He's very quiet.
So you basically rejected them.
What was a good excuse?
I mean,
Yes, no.
We do have to finish our mission, but if you would extend the offer afterwards, I would graciously accept.
I would be willing to accommodate that. If you were, I understand. You have your mission, you have your job, you have to do, there's this whole roles thing that you have to deal with. Come back and see me when you have completed it, and I will assure you a position high in my authority. And that goes for all of you.
Or Umbridge just staring at me. She's too excited. I mean, that is delicious.
She's two-faced.
Ah,
It is.
Take this pen, you live.
We must
Yeah.
not tell lies.
I would,
I have your assurance, you'll all come, so first of all.
well, I
you will
can't
all-
speak
when-
for everyone.
when everything is over, you will come visit me, yes?
Definitely visit. I
Come
can
for a
get them
visit.
all-
And we will
I
just,
can- I
when
can
all,
visit.
when you have completed your mission, come back and visit me and we will discuss terms.
When we have completed.
Promise me, swear it upon your prime gods.
I swear upon my gods.
Do all of you also?
Hold on,
I'm looking at you, Elib. You have no god,
yeah, he lives the one.
Neither does
I mean, it sounds like a fun time.
Good enough.
Parkour.
Did you say parkour?
yeah.
Just Elam jumping and.
Yeah.
I swear upon my great ancestor, Thalaxel,
Relax.
that after our quest is completed, I shall return here.
He stands, bends down over you and shakes your hand. Pact is made.
And then coughs on you.
Enjoy the rest of the dance. Soon, my beloved will be here, and I will be able to dance with you because of all that you have done with me,
I'm
done
very,
for me. Thank you so much. So, you guys,
I'm
porters come
very
over with drink.
I'm curious about it
I'm
below.
very curious what this woman
Yeah,
looks
me
like.
too. Who says it's a woman?
Mhm.
I immediately go
He's
see
been
my
saying her,
lady,
I thought.
Oh, yeah. He's a
because my,
beloved.
my
It's
size is
dance
only
is-
going to last for a little bit, so if
It's
she
just a
wants
mirror
her
pin.
Right, right.
because
It's
we
himself
need
in
the
the
extra
mirror.
deal with her taking more blood if I'm big,
Right.
so if she wants that, it kind of has to
She
be.
wants.
How long can you stay
Big.
enlarged?
It's 1 minute per level, and we're.
Oh, it's
coming
not,
up
it's
with-
not gonna be enough.
It depends upon the
Can
excitement
he do it
level.
again to you?
No,
I've used my last first level spell.
The
Hold on.
sunset's gonna be, it's about 30 minutes away.
that's why I'm going to her now and saying, if you want it, it needs to be right now,
You have to drink.
Yeah.
Okay.
Suck it, suck
Uh,
so
that.
that I can keep my,
Suck.
my deal.
Suck and suck it now.
So she's like, I understand. She says, you follow us. And she leads you sort of around sort of the corner to one of the little.
She leads
the
you
little
astray.
hidden
Well,
alcoves.
not-
She takes 7 minutes to get there.
Oh.
So you find yourself in a little hidden alcove, and she orders two of her like sycophants, two of the beautiful boys, sort of stand by the door and do not allow us to be disturbed. Elib, hand me your wrist.
This is gonna be
She
very
reaches up
weird.
and grabs it, and I mean your hand
I
is
offer to
probably
sit down and she can just,
no,
you know,
she's
occupy a lap.
your wrist is certainly, I mean, you have to lean down a little bit, but she reaches very gently, grabs the wrist, and you can see her fangs and she buries them into your wrist, and you can feel at first it's like ow, and then you're like, that doesn't feel that bad actually. And there's like a few glugs, and then you can see her physically kind of like oh, and pull her head away after probably 10 to 20 seconds of she
Whack off.
says to one of her, you there, bandage. The guy comes over and he has like a thing, he wraps your hand around, he wraps a bandage around your wrist. And she's like, thank you, that was delicious. I have so rarely drunk flying blood, certainly not from one such as you.
I also choose this.
She's actually my
How
girl.
long will you be in
One person alive
Telepathic.
dead that you would choose to have.
Yeah.
I don't know.
My dead wife.
You come back,
So no, hold on, it was,
come see me.
Oh, God.
And she turns away. Come then. And she leaves you there in the alcove.
So
Our
she's
bargain.
like, "Dragon
Oh,
blood."
she turns back and just our bargain is discharged for now
Uh-oh.
and walks away.
yeah,
What's
you could-
discharged?
You could have. that's
Your
power,
bargain.
there's some
There was a
human
salty
history, so it's
discharge of some sort.
ultimately- And the thing was.
It was a bargain.
All right. For the last part, you guys go up as you're talking to the Viscount.
Great, Libby.
Um,
Now she's looking at me.
the
Converse.
She's looking at me.
So the Viscount is like, Aravet comes up and is like, have you, she basically comes over to you guys and basically,
I also choose.
have things been assured?
Crow already let her know that.
Yeah.
What? I missed that, I was distracted. What was
Merchant
that?
Princess asked. if
Merchant
things been-
Princess, make sure everything's assured.
Oh, yes, yes.
Yeah, Crow handled it.
Yes, Crow handled
We
it
got
all
you covered.
very well.
Indeed. If ever you come back to sell affairs, look me up and we will discuss investments.
I
It's possible that I may be able to make you a great deal of money.
can't go wrong with that.
She walks away.
I'm gonna stick around until I see.
Ah,
I'm gonna stick around until I can see what this man's beloved looks like, and then I'm gonna go check on.
Or something.
The light starts to dim.
Oh,
The
God.
light starts to dim. And it's like, ah, it is time for the dance. And everybody begins pairing off and that kind of stuff.
I was
It's like,
expecting like a blobby.
my
box.
Right.
Yeah, me too, yeah.
My beloved.
Yeah.
Umbridge turns around and says, ah, my sweet, let us take this dance. And they come out here to the very thing. Everybody blacks away. And they
Yeah, I
begin
bet.
dancing. Except for, everybody give me a quick perception check.
It's not gonna be high.
23.
33 on a nat 20.
33?
A nat 20.
33.
Umbridge's face begins to split
Oh,
apart.
God, I knew it.
And peel back, showing a scaly hide, and you can see her sort of like.
So yeah, the outside now matches the inside.
Yeah.
And they begin dancing.
Oh,
She's like this huge reptilian creature, but they're doing like the waltz. The musicians are playing, the sun is setting, everyone's dancing, but you can see the Viscount looks completely enraptured at this reptilian creature. Her
different strokes for different folks.
her hide
He's
is
in reptile.
covered in slime, but her like little like shortened Tyrannosaurus Rex limbs are sort of like, you know, they're sort of waltzing back and forth. He looks enraptured, and you can see him. You know, he's looking up at her. She towers over him. In the floor is like this cast off skin with a pink sweater on it and that kind of thing. But the dance goes on, and finally the light begins to become sort of brighter again. And the Viscount goes, "The dance is over.
Get out.
Go home." Yeah, exactly. You don't need to go home, but you cannot stay here. You
At
know.
least the Viscount got some tail.
And everybody begins to rotate out of them. So, all right. So you guys have the signet ring.
I was gonna go check on the
Claudette.
Claudette.
Go into the kitchen. So she's not in the kitchen. She's actually back in one of the anterooms. The chamberlain will leave you back there, and she seems to be recovering nicely. She's like, "Hello, are you the one who saved me from the creatures upstairs?"
We are the champions.
Okay,
Does
good.
everybody go back there? or-
Apparently, no, I don't.
I know.
I'm assuming it was just
Yeah.
Ruin.
I'm one of the ones that helped.
Oh, I'm in your debt, sir.
Shake and bake, and
Anything at all
I-
that I can do to repay you, you need only ask.
Looks like she had the vapors.
Says one to see how.
I need the vapors.
Can I roll? Can I roll sense motive to see how high this woman is?
Sure.
28.
Jesus Christ. Where's Kevin?
28.
28. She's recovering, but you get the impression that this is sort of her personality.
So Don, where would you like to go and get
she's
totally
recovering,
fucked? We
she's
can
still
lose you.
It'll be probably a day or two
Like those.
before she's
Oh.
normal. But she does, I mean, you do get the idea that she's genuinely appreciative.
Does she seem capable to dance?
No.
No, she's just
Yeah,
bedridden?
yeah, she's poisoned. She's been that kind of thing. She's not good.
all you can do now is just recover. And I'll be back in a few days to check up.
What is your name, sir?
I'm Ruud, the material plane.
Grady.
For the material play. Ruud, I will
It's a
remember you.
nickname, you know.
Do you promise me that you will come back and visit me in some days?
I promise.
Well, hold you to that promise. You know, I must sleep.
We're not coming
I'm
back.
so very tired.
I recommend you do so.
Which she sort of like rolls over.
No, all these
Very
people that you need,
delicately
we're
and
not
prettily.
coming back.
Right, right.
And you're guessing that this is probably an 18 or 19 charisma girl. No question as to why the Viscount is interested in her. But also, obviously, you know, sort of low-born, you know, that kind of thing. Just one of those quirks of genetics.
Yeah.
All right. So what do you got? How are we on time? All right,
We're
good.
about an hour.
We're good.
All right, so the Viscount has given you a signet ring, the Chamberlain, the dance is over, you guys are being ushered out into the street. What do you guys do?
Do we want to spend 2 days to kind of get our bearings, figure out?
You wanna go back to the Prime Material?
That, I suppose. I mean,
I mean, we're gonna go back there as soon as we wake up from here anyway.
Mhm.
there. If nothing else, I know that we probably need to get like healing potions in the Dreamlands or something, and a map or something.
Got a
to
map.
find-
Yeah.
Oh, that's right, we just have to focus on where we go next.
Yeah, but you can't focus from here, you have to focus from the boat.
From the.
Yeah.
We're going back to the boat to plot our.
Where are we
next,
going next?
Yeah,
Question,
The tails.
question,
Mhm.
when we get stuff from the Dreamlands and we return to the Prime Material, when we come
Don't have
back to the
Those-
Dreamland, hold on.
Yeah,
It's-
Hold on,
go
when we
on.
go back to the Dreamlands, do we have the stuff that we had before? So like if we purchase healing potions in the Dreamlands, if we wake up and come back, will we have those healing potions?
Yes,
Okay, that's what I was.
so the stuff that you acquire or
This one,
purchase in the Dreamland stays in the Dreamland.
Okay,
The stuff that you acquire and purchase in the Prime Material stays in the, actually comes with you. So Prime goes to Dreamland.
Prime goes to
Dreamland
Dreamlands,
does
doesn't
not
go
go
to
to Prime.
Yeah, it was more of a case of like, does it reset every time that we come back? to the
yeah,
dream?
I read basically just.
No, it doesn't.
doing
Yeah,
the
I mean,
dungeon crawl
here's
every
the,
single
but here's
time.
the problem though, when you guys, so it has to do with the idea of how you guys travel,
Mhm.
right? So basically to travel here, you're essentially sleeping or in sort of like a magical coma back in the Prime Material,
Right.
and that allows you to stay
Mhm.
here. Now, you can stay here as long as you want. If you go to sleep here, you will return to the Prime Material. plane.
right.
But you guys have not had any problems staying awake. So it's one of those, but yeah, so the problem is when you guys go back to the Prime Material, where does your stuff go?
Yeah.
So the reality is you need to figure out if you acquire things here and they have to stay here. Some things will stay with your dreamlandy bodies. You don't really have dreamland bodies, right? But it goes into the ether and then when you come back, it just normally accrues. Like, so if you find a sword,
Mhm.
and you're wearing it, when you go back to the Prime Material plane, the sword's not there. When you come back to the Dreamlands, the sword will be back in its scabbard on you, because it's your stuff. But stuff that cannot be obviously claimed, you would have to have some sort of like place to put it, a bank, you know, a secret place that you go. Now, once you know that place, you can go there. So the idea being is sort of like this. So so you're on the boat, you're in the Prime Material plane, right? So you're like, here's Celophaeus. So you concentrate on it and you go there. You acquire some things there.
Yeah.
Some of them weapons, some of them equipment, and you head back. Things sort of stay in this sort of area so that when you go back, they accrue to
You
you.
pick them up along.
But it's if you have things that are not necessarily your personal property. They stay
They're
wherever.
can you give
Or
examples
stolen.
of what those things would be?
Potions would be an easy one because they're not, I mean, I would say that it starts with things that like attune to you, right? So a weapon that belongs to you, it belongs to you. A potion is one of those things that sort of belongs to, scrolls would belong to the wizard. Potions would be sort of like these trading things.
Okay.
Money is
Unless
another.
they're Andes, because that's a guarantee.
Andy's potions, stuff that she makes or that
Shut the door for.
that she acquires,
No,
I think
the
would be, you
smell
know,
of
she'll say,
dogs.
all right, this is my property now, and
I got the door.
it has a lot to do like with the idea of the ownership of it. Right, so if you own it, then it comes with you. If it's like, so there's the idea, and I guess probably the best idea I could say is like party booty. You have to find a place to keep somewhere. It doesn't make sense for you guys of the stuff that you
Shared
acquire
supplies would be,
would stay. So you have to find a place to keep them. So either people own stuff, and I mean own it, because it belongs to you, or you have to find a place to store it.
Okay, so
And the Dreamlands is a big place.
So for like the shared materials and whatnot. That disappears completely unless we have a place to store it. But stuff that we can like
No,
attune to.
it stays there, but
it was-
anybody could wander by and pick it up.
Yeah, it's like.
So it
sort of
just
like a pile of
stays
stuff.
where we,
Yeah,
that, okay. So unless we find a place to store that stuff, it just. Could it appear on the desert floor if we ended up in the
Yeah, it
desert?
may be there
Right.
when we get back, it may not.
Okay, so unless we have magical items or something that specifically we claim,
So we need a base.
so we need a base, so we can probably.
well,
Spend like,
Stella Fayas is a big city, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, you could,
You find a locker in a bus
and you
station.
have the ear of the Viscount. Now, you will have probably learned that the Viscount is one of many nobles in the city. This is a big city.
so,
Well, we know at least 4 now.
yeah.
Yeah, the one woman.
Yeah.
We can do some window shopping for a few days, see if there's a nice
Vampire
place that we
Queen.
like in Dreamland.
There are banks, there are goldsmiths, there are, you know,
There's
places
also
where you
that.
could store things.
Yeah, if you
The,
want to
the-
be
the
lame.
easy part is, say you're going to some other place, right? So you're going.
We would have to.
We're going
come
somewhere else.
To Caliphas, get our stuff, go somewhere else, and then before we leave the Dreamlands, go back to Caliphas to restash stuff in order
No.
to.
No.
We go to Caliphas, we get our stuff, we go somewhere
Go back.
else.
Yeah.
While we're at the new place.
No. So this is what you have to do. So say you have party booty and you keep it in Caliphas,
Yes,
Caliphas, right? So if you want to collect that, so you're saying, all right, we got another mission in the Dreamlands that we're gonna do. You are on the Stellan Starland, right? So you travel to Caliphas, you pick up your stuff, you go back to the Starland. No, you can't.
No,
Yeah,
no,
that's-
we can't take it with us.
Yeah, you would have to.
Okay,
here's the
listen to
problem.
me.
When you're in the Dreamlands, if you're going to this target, you have to walk it.
Okay,
Or teleport. We teleport.
we. From the Dreamland, or from the Prime, we go to Caliphas instantly.
Well, you have to do the ritual, but yeah.
We do the ritual.
Well,
Okay.
you know that you have a map of the Dreamlands, right?
Right.
So you can largely pick out where you want to go and you
We
can go.
right.
Okay, originally we want to go where our stash is.
Right,
We pick up the stash,
right,
we travel to where we want.
right.
At that location, we either find another secure place for it or we bury it somewhere.
Yeah.
With like a treasure map,
That would work.
so that it's at that location. We
Right.
go back to the Prime, back on the ship.
Problem is, the distances you're talking about can be quite substantial. Now, it depends on how you travel in the Dreamlands. If you have, do you guys, does anybody have teleport, or you guys aren't?
we are not
We're not
high
high
enough.
enough for
Not
that.
nearly that low.
One, none of us are wizards. Two, we are not high enough to
Yeah.
teleport.
Yeah.
Unless Ruin leaves and I come as.
Well, then it's largely-
Three, I never had that spell mapped out for me to even get.
Good point. Well, from my point of view, if I was you guys, I would say if you acquire treasure in the Dreamlands, then you need to assign it to people. There should not be any party booty, because it doesn't make sense.
Okay.
It's gonna cause a problem.
Right.
Okay, so.
It has to be owned.
So
But
we have
it
to
being
personally
owned-
claim.
999.
Yeah,
Right, yeah.
Well, it just has to be assigned, right? So as long as you assign those things to people, then they will travel with them.
Doesn't
Okay.
mean you
It
have to
belongs
keep
to
that
them.
permanently.
Okay.
Well, I mean, okay, let's take your average potion of healing, right?
Right.
So let's say you guys decide all the potions of healing belong to Napalm. Napalm can give other people potions of healing,
Yeah,
Right,
say, here's a potion, drink this, you know, that kind of stuff,
Right.
it's his,
Right.
in his role as a healer.
right.
okay, so there's, alright.
But if it's mine, I can take it back with me out of the dreamland.
So really, we
No,
just, we
it
just
still
have
stays- it
to,
Still stays in agreement.
basically, we just have to stake a claim on whatever it is that we get. And hope that that is enough to carry through whenever we come back in.
It is.
You have to believe in the owner.
I have to
I'll-
believe that I own this rock.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm keeping a list. I'll make sure everyone's assigned to something.
Are you checking it twice?
Yes, I am.
Alright, perfect. Who's naughty in that?
Ho, ho, ho.
I ain't no ho.
You're a ho ho.
Ho ho.
All right, so you guys gonna stay in Cellophas for, somebody mentioned that you're gonna stay for a couple of days?
I figure if we like purchase, cause
You're gonna go back to that like hotel?
We're gonna ask Vampire Lady if there's some place that we can,
Negotiate.
keep something safe. Oh, we don't need to do that at all now, because we're gonna sign things to people. Okay, never mind.
Right. Do you guys go back to that hotel?
Yeah.
Okay, so you go back to the hotel, you're welcomed again as the Viscount.
we just use the hotel.
Huh?
We could just use, yeah, never
Well,
mind.
no.
The hotel has a safe.
Yeah, but if we're not coming back here
Yeah,
continuously.
I don't trust it.
Well, Cellophas is one of the major cities in the Dreamland.
Right, but we have to travel to the next location from Cellophas in order for this to work, so. Yeah, we just gotta stake a claim on everything at this point.
Dibs.
Dibs.
At least that's the way that I'm on.
What they do it in Walking Dead, claim, yeah.
This is gonna be pirate rules.
Pretty much, yeah.
Alright, so you guys go to the hotel, and as you're talking, you're sitting in the lounge having drinks and that kind of stuff. And everybody's very, very cordial, it's obvious that they remember you as being guests of the Viscount, right? They also assume that the Viscount's paying the bill. As you're there for a couple hours, sort of talking about what's our next move, that kind of stuff, having a couple of drinks. There is, the concierge comes over and says,
No, it's only-
I'm reluctant to bother you, but there is a courier here to see you. Do you wish to see him?
Yeah.
We'll see him.
He looks over, and you see two of the liveried guys from the hotel escorting what looks to be some sort of like just random dude, but he's got like a big box. So he comes over and the chamberlain says, the concierge says, this gentleman has come here. He says he has something he wishes to deliver to you. Do you wish to accept it, or do you wish that that I have my staff take a look at it first?
Let's accept it.
We're gullible.
So you see the kid as you guys are sort of banding it around. You see you can see that the courier is like a youth is too strong a word. Probably 16. Youths is two youths. He's like probably 16 or 17 years old. He does have some tiefling vibe to him, although it's a light touch. Little horn buds, a little bit of fang. And he, as you guys are debating, he's like,
Yeah, we'll take it.
he has the kind of a scared look on his face, but he's mouthing accept, please accept.
Yeah, we'll accept it.
So do you say that? We accept.
We accept the
We
offer.
accept the
Ah,
offer.
and he literally lets out a thing. He's like, oh, okay, there you go. And he hands whoever's close to the mic. Jax, he hands the box. Jax, the box is heavy.
Elif takes it.
Elif, box is not heavy.
Box is light.
Box very light.
Box could not be
Block
And you can see him, it's like, oh,
Elif does the
thank you
hard
very
work.
much. I'm sorry to have bothered you guys. But you know, I was told to bring this over to you.
Who is this package from?
Oh, it's from the Viscount. It's from the Viscount. He endorsed me to make sure that I gave it to you. I'm sorry, I don't mean to disturb you.
All right, let's see what.
Do you have any coins or anything that we can give him for his job?
We've got.
Do we have any
prime
Dreamland
material.
coins?
Huh?
Do we have any Dreamland coins?
Coins go both ways.
Okay.
So the okay,
All right, hold on.
No, hold
okay,
on,
so
let's-
then here's another question then, Les.
Mhm.
If we give away coins in the Dreamlands,
It's gone.
it's gone.
Yeah.
from the prime material plan.
That sounds like it.
Well, no, only those coins that you have on you.
So when we
Right.
come back,
You can't write like checks. To the prime
Right.
material.
but
I
when
give
we
the boy
come
a silver
back,
piece.
the money
Okay.
is still there, or like the money.
He's
punishes.
like, oh, thank you, sir, thank you, thank you, good sir. He bows, he's like, thank you very much. And then he goes to depart.
Caleb, put the package down.
Okay.
I'm holding my spear over the
Everyone
box.
stand back.
Okay, I'm holding my spear like this. towards the
I
box.
get 20 feet away from it.
No, let's
Oh,
man.
range.
Wait, the concierge is behind you, he's like, wait. Do you need a private room?
Yes.
You two, pick up that box, take it to the private room.
There you go.
And so the other guys are like,
Ethan
they
goes
grab it.
picks
yeah, they pick it up very, Elib grabbed it
Yeah.
instead.
See, like, I don't know,
So
bitch.
basically, there's a couple of private rooms.
Escort us
off-
to the private room.
Yeah, basically, there's a couple of private rooms off of the main lobby. He takes you in one. It's not very big, but there's a table and chairs in there. They set, there's like, this room is, protected. Once you close the door, I would encourage you to do so.
Thanks.
Hi.
You stay here and open the box. Just kidding. Just kidding.
He runs out. All right, so you guys are now alone in this room with this box. It's heavy to you, it's light to you.
Hila, put it down.
Okay.
Everyone stand back.
Still got
The
my spear.
room's only
pointed
about
at
10 feet wide.
Well, we're 10 feet away from it.
Okay,
Put it at the far end of the room.
Yeah.
you put it on like on the floor.
Anybody
Put it
who
on the
wants to
floor.
step out into the hall is welcome to do so.
That would be fine.
I cast Mage Hand
Okay,
and do range legitimacy.
From
Okay.
behind Elib's leg, so that he can use me for cover.
Checking for traps. You would
okay, give me a check.
I'll inspire
Ooh.
confidence.
Okay, so 18 plus 1 plus, hold on, 3. Plus 3?
Inspired competence is a +3, inspired courage is a +2.
Okay, so 18 plus 3 is 21.
You do not see any
Wait,
traps.
wait.
Ah!
I'm not done yet.
Okay,
Oh,
Is there more?
Yeah,
but wait, there's more.
wait.
plus
Wait,
15 for my perception
Jesus.
against traps. So we're at 36.
Uh-huh.
Minus 5 because I'm doing it ranged.
31.
So 31 perception check for traps.
all right, you don't see any traps. In fact, there's not even a lock on it, just a simple,
Like
not simple, but a
clasp.
latch, yeah.
Okay,
Just to hold it up.
regardless of that, I do a disable device.
This is what it's like being Mara.
All
Because,
right.
because I want to know how well I do.
Okay.
I only rolled a 5 plus 3
Ooh, I'm scared.
plus 22. 25, because it's a minus 5 again. because
25?
To disable device.
He successfully undid the lock.
Basically, it's a latch, you
The
just go,
clasp.
and it opens, you know. So you get the impression as you're opening this up that there's no protections on this box. The protections were on the guy. Basically, he was like, I need you to accept it. Remember, he's going, because he's accepted.
Because otherwise, yeah.
Otherwise.
Yeah, otherwise there's problems, right? So the guy was ensorcelled, not the box. The box seems fairly innocuous. It's not locked, it's not trapped, as far as you can tell. Your mage hand just pushes the latch over.
And I
it's
lift up
like-
the lid.
Yeah, it opens up.
Nothing pops out,
No.
so I approach
Perception from
and
a
look in.
distance to see what's in it.
All right, the lid sort of pops open and you can see there are 5 small, like this big, red bags laying there and a small scroll.
I'll
Not a spell type scroll, small scroll.
use that to grab the scroll for me, please.
I pick up the scroll using Mage Hand and float it over and hand it to Ruin.
Okay, check it out. It says, my friends, please accept this gift from me as a token of my appreciation and a token of my esteem for what you have done for me. Also, as an incentive to not forget that you have promised me that you will return to Celephas and find me when your quest
Quest
are
is
done.
complete.
Underneath, you see it's stamped in wax. Viscount Britain.
With one of as many copies of his signet ring.
This guy does it.
Right.
But yeah, so he said, please accept these gifts as a token of my esteem and a reminder that you have promised me you will return. And there's 5 little red velvet, small red velvet bags.
Using mage hand, I pick one up
Okay,
and give it to Elam.
okay.
Mine's got enough signet rings to make it just like
Check
this.
it out.
Feels like it's full of rocks.
You fly out.
It's a slingshot.
Do you open it up?
Yeah.
All right, it's full of gems.
Ooh,
I pick another one up and hand it to Napalm.
Okay,
open it up.
same. It's got gems in it.
Gems.
Cha!
If you spread them around, there's one for each of you.
One for each of you. I hand one to everyone but Ruud. No, I give
Why?
one to Ruud.
Wow.
When I'm doing it to Ruud, I go and then start giving it to, or it's me, then I go back to Ruud.
What did you do?
I haven't done anything
Like that Darth Vader thing.
Yeah,
So
we all have one.
we all have one, and they're actually, once you get them, they have labels on them that have their names on them.
Oh, sorry, mix it up.
And
Give
you
it
mix them on
back.
it and sort it out. But yeah, if you look in there, it's filled with gems. In fact, it's about, for each bag, about 8,000 gold pieces.
Okay, label that so that you have them, so that when we go back to the prime, you still have them.
And it's a variety of different gems, amethysts, sapphires, emeralds, various, small rubies and garnets, a few diamonds, of various sizes.
You said 8,000?
8,000.
1,000 gold worth of charms.
Gems.
Uncut charm.
8 times 5 is 40,000 gold. Hence the ensorcelled courier.
Oh, yeah. What's the note?
Right.
Close enough, yeah.
And the box is gonna do
Box.
something.
But
Oh,
more
yeah.
spots.
You
Let's
get
put
the
it in
impression,
box.
based on the note, you get the impression that this is less a reward and more a reminder.
And a bribe.
Yeah,
Do not forget that you
Yeah.
have promised to come back.
I do you a favor. You don't have to do anything else, but I might ask for something in return someday.
Is the box big enough for him to sleep in like a cat?
No, it's maybe like this big.
That's small enough.
How big is Jack?
Curl
How
up.
tall is Jack? More than 3 feet, right?
Right around 3 feet.
Okay, nah, I don't think you can get in the box. I mean, you can maybe squeeze him.
If he sits, he fits.
I am 34 inches high.
So that's
Just under 3
Under 3
feet.
feet.
That's
2 feet
just
10?
under 3 feet.
Yeah,
And how big's going in the box?
29 pounds. Well, I mean,
You definitely get a
Thanks.
box though that you can fit in,
oh, yeah.
or a backpack, satchel.
Well,
I mean, I've got the
You got the.
baby carrier.
Yeah, the baby carrier.
All right, so you guys going back to the
That's what I
boat?
need. I need one of those little chest strap baby carriers next.
I'll detect
I'm
magic.
good with that. Back in the boat?
I'll detect magic on the
On stones?
bags to see. Well, yeah, just in general. Yeah.
So no magic other than some residual magic on the box itself. Now, this is magic that was cast onto the box but is now dissipating.
Yeah.
You get evocation magic off of it, but it's dissipating.
All right. I would like to very quickly write a letter to Claudette saying.
Bought it.
I think I said Claudette before. Maudette. It's to
That was
Maudette.
the twin, yeah.
To Maudette saying that
Fuck you.
it'll be longer than a few days.
Right.
I
but I
found your
shall return.
petticoats. We should talk.
It'll be longer than a few days,
XOXO.
but I will
XOXO.
return.
You're kicking your feet while you're writing it.
You write a message to be delivered to Monad saying,
The
I will
eyes are
return
hearts.
Yeah.
to see you. It won't be a few days, but I will see you when I can.
Yes.
XOXO, Gossip Girl.
Got it.
Yeah.
You're gonna put a little like
Excuse me.
lipstick on it, some lips on it.
Exactly.
Cologne on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That I may do.
Rub it in his armpits a little bit.
Ooh.
Okay, not doing
Get the
that.
musk.
That would, yeah, musk.
That word's kind of been ruined
Yeah,
on me
that's
now.
That's how I got all my girlfriends in high school.
Yeah, how long do those last?
Well, not till now.
Fair.
All right.
It'd be weird if they did.
Okay. Anything else you guys want to do while you were in Celophanes?
I mean,
Yes,
we're not.
leave.
That's very helpful.
There's that.
Would this be an appropriate place to do research on our next target?
No, the boat would be.
Would it though? Cause.
All of Lowell's books and targets are on the
On the
boat,
boat.
so,
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, you guys have a bunch of information. I mean, you basically raided his library.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And you got the impression,
Before it
I
was
think Andy got,
mysteriously burnt
Andy
down.
got the impression that Lowell's, when he left, was in a bit of a hurry. You guys haven't got all the way to, wherever it is the boat is going. Which I can never remember, but,
Is with a K. Like
Yeah.
kiss.
it's like, yeah, it's like Spellfast, but it's not.
Halifax?
Yeah, it's something like that. I can get the map. Let's get the
Like
map.
Halifax is in,
Let's go to the map.
oh, I'm thinking of Cheliax.
Cheliax, yeah, there's always.
It's not Cheliax.
different realm.
Yeah. More to the west.
What are the different games?
Yeah,
Take a look, how.
Where's the clothes rack?
It's still back there. I didn't want to drag it all the way down.
Okay, not just for this.
And I can't read, so you guys are good, right? That's it, please. Casimir.
yeah,
Casimir.
Casimir. So yeah, you guys are headed in that direction. That's supposedly where Lowell's is physically. But the material that you guys stole from Count Lowell's house indicates he's
We
been doing
saved
like
it
a crazy amount
fire.
of research.
yeah.
Yeah.
A dis-
And it sounds like, I
Natural
mean,
disaster.
you talked to the guy who claimed to be the Yellow King back at the Caravanserai, and he basically said, yeah, Lowell's collected all these things to go see the Mad Poet. If you collect all these things, you can go see the Mad Poet too. So that's why you want.
So next is the feline tail,
Next is the feline too.
and we have an indication of where we might find one.
You do. It is in the Great Forests. If you look in if you look at Lowell's notes, I will tell you.
Using the map, can we teleport right to that place?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yeah, so felines with blue and purple tails are called pards, and they can be found in the Dreamlands. Enchanted Wood is called, enchanted with a capitals, Enchanted Wood. Lowell's diaries indicate his intent to seek the advice of the Zoogs, who are a race of intelligent rodent creatures
Yay.
native to the Enchanted Wood. Zoogs are carnivores and particularly enjoy feline flesh. Lowell's assumed the Zoogs would know where to find the pards.
because they're dinner.
But you can get to the Enchanted Wood. You know where it is.
Let's go.
So you go back to the Starlight. It's night. The two scholars are asleep next to where the research has been. And as you guys materialize, you're being shuffling around. They're like, oh, you're back. You realize it's
How long have you been gone?
about 3 days.
Okay.
That was way longer than the
Yeah.
first time.
Yeah.
You guys are making a great deal of time down the Southern River. You're probably only a week to 10 days out of Casimir.
And it took us 3 days to accomplish this one.
Well,
The time moves differently. Now, it might not move
It was like
uniformly
seconds the
different.
last time.
Yeah, it was like seconds.
how long were we in
Minutes the first time.
the other place this time, though?
Maybe a little longer.
Couple of days,
Yeah,
because you did stay overnight. I mean, several hours, probably more like 50 to 60 hours. So you realize that they're saying you've been gone for 2 days and 3 nights. Right now it is coming up, you're about 3 to 4 hours before dawn on the 3rd day.
okay,
That's why they're sleeping. They were like, we didn't dare move, but we wanted to see what happens. But yeah, what that tells you is that there's no
consistent.
consistency between time in the Dreamlands.
We need to do this.
They're telling you that you're about 8 to 10 days out of Casimir.
Okay,
We gotta get on this.
okay, but do we need to sleep right now? We
You guys do feel quite.
Still-
We've been sleeping for 3 days.
Right,
Yeah.
kind of, yeah.
3 days.
Okay, you guys are somewhat refreshed.
Actually, we feel kind
Oh.
of drugged.
Yeah,
You know what?
That'd
Sounds
probably be a
good.
better
More
term.
sleep.
Yeah.
Nighty night.
If we have gained the amount of rest that takes place here while we've been gone, yeah, I'm ready to go again.
Yeah, if it fluctuates, there's no telling how much time, and we only got one out of, how many? 2, 1.
7.
Yeah, out of 7. And that took us like 3 in real time days.
Yeah.
Mhm.
We're gonna do these fast.
I think,
Kill the cat, cut the tail off.
I think the captain's tricorn is probably gonna be the longest one. Well, maybe the night hag. But
There was one that I think the night hag, if we could borrow that heartstone to use to get one of the other items, it would make our lives easier.
Mhm.
All right, so what is the plan?
we know where to find the feline tail.
Yep.
Hop back in immediately. All right.
We're gonna go to the woods.
You're gonna go to the woods? Right there.
In the woods. I was raised to be charming, not sincere.
I love that
I
line.
do too.
First time I heard it, I was like, that is
That is such a
amazing.
great line.
That's such a douchey thing to say, but it's
Yeah.
also so honest.
Yeah.
It's like, I mean, fair, I guess, but like,
Yeah, there's awareness. Self-awareness.
It's the code of miniatures.
All right. So you guys are going just like rotating right back.
yeah,
Mhm.
All right.
we don't have time anymore. If it's gonna take us potentially 3 days for this.
Yeah, we might take a break after this one, but not right now.
Yeah.
All right.
Because we're on a mission.
It takes a few moments. You have to sort of like get the scholars going and you know, that kind of stuff. And they
Gotta warm up our scholars.
you got to warm up the scholars, but they are super hyped about all this. They are you hear them talking about things. This is completely new to what they're doing.
Exciting.
And exciting. They, you know, because they're academics. So they're like, this is so fucking cool. They talk to you totally about like how many minutes were you in, you know, that kind of thing. They're trying to do calculations, they're writing shit on the side of the wall, you know, that kind of stuff. You guys are like, we have to go. They're like, no, we have so many questions. They're like, we'll talk to you later.
We will answer those questions whenever we are not on this fucking
When
timetable.
we're not on a timetable.
After we've completed our quest, seen the vampire and talked to the Viscount. We keep having additional things we need to do.
All right. So they do the ritual and you guys are transported again back into the dreamlands.
Oh shit, where?
You find yourselves walking on top of what feels like a huge cushion of foliage. It's only when you look down you realize you are high in the air. But the trees here, the foliage is so dense that you can walk essentially anywhere and it holds you up. You see even more up above you. There's more trees that go higher. There are other areas, that kind of stuff. But right now you find yourself sort of, you know, just standing atop this sort of area that is what?
I am not doing this, but I just believe.
No, the thing about it is the branches of the foliage are so thick, even though you can recognize that you're probably dozens, maybe over 100 feet in the air.
George
You can
Foreman
see
just died.
glimpses of
Ooh.
below. You're very high there.
George
You just
Foreman.
feel it that you're very
He was a
high.
boxer.
I do a perception check for quickie
Of the
tap.
Foreman brothers,
Yeah,
What?
yeah,
who named all his children George
George.
after
yeah, he
himself.
became, yeah, he was a world famous boxer.
George Foreman?
George
Ah.
Foreman just died today.
Oh, no.
Oh,
Yeah,
Well, that sort of sucks.
Yeah.
He was a weird guy, but.
weird guy, but unfortunate.
aren't they all?
And,
I mean, when you take that many hits to the head.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
kind of hard to
I-
not be weirded that. Look at Mike Tyson.
what kind of check was I making?
Perception.
I missed.
Okay, you don't know how high you are in here, but quite high. The air is cooler, you hear chittering, insects fly around, birds flitting about. It's actually quite pleasant. As you sort of stand around. There is a weird sort of foreboding in the air, though. Something is wrong here. You're not sure if it's you. But just materializing here, you somehow set aside some of the natural of it. You
Everything
don't
seems
think
fine,
it is, though.
kind of.
You don't see anything, of enemies, but you don't see anything at all, really.
We just appeared in a magical forest in a place called the Dreamlands, and it's nighttime. I don't think
It's
there's
not
any-
nighttime. It's
It's
daytime.
not, oh, it's daytime?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, the map looks like night.
No, it's just the thickness of the foliage.
Either way, I'm not surprised.
What else are we gonna do?
Yeah, what exactly is that?
Anything but
I
that.
guess start bushwhacking our way through the fucking forest.
As you begin sort of like here, kitty, 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 here, that kind of stuff, it sort of spread out a little bit.
We are not spreading out.
We hear a voice in the distance, shut up!
Yeah, there's you don't hear that, but there's a point where all the insect life and the birds and stuff all seems
Yeah, it's not good.
and becomes
Yeah, there it is.
very quiet.
Never good.
Everything's fine.
And then you hear from off sort of towards where Kevin is sitting.
Meow.
You hear a sound call that goes. "Beep, giddy, 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 giddy,
Oh, that is so deeply unsettling.
beep, giddy, 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 giddy."
Thank you, sir, for your assistance.
Why is everything in
Here's some
Dreamland
rustling
so
down.
fucking weird?
To that end of the thing.
Why does every denizen of this plane have to be just the absolute weirdest person?
Yeah,
Creature
or
or
something.
entity? Well, that's really point proven, if anything.
Different place now. Off to the left. Get it.
Can I roll a planes check to
So-
see if anything about this thing?
Sure.
Is it a Zoog?
Zoogs are small.
That's not great,
They speak common.
but my knowledge planes is fantastic. 27.
27 knowledge planes. It's not a zoo. You've read about zoogs in some of Lowell's material. They're small, sort of squirrel-like creature, maybe 2 feet long. This sounds deeper, and it also sounds like it's zoogs can communicate. They speak common. Whatever this is, it seems to be mimicking badly what Jack said.
Well, frogs are awful loud and they end up sounding big, so it could be. I seriously doubt it, considering the circumstances, but.
Zombie birds.
Zombie bird.
We're still like mid-level in the canopy.
Yeah. There's canopy above, there's canopy below, well, you don't know if there's canopy below. But it's certainly walkable. I mean, you don't feel like you don't feel like you're gonna fall through. It's thick and sturdy.
Almost like it's enchanted.
We currently have
Yeah,
no
almost like
indication as
that.
to which way to go.
Nope.
I guess forward.
I walk in the direction I'm facing.
Okay. Where do
We
you, how
can
far do you
turn
go?
back, but
60 feet.
60 feet, all right, so you put it 60 feet forward.
Let's go with foot.
Need perception check.
Where's the fucking?
Better, 22.
You hear something underneath,
Eh,
but not far underneath, 10 feet maybe underneath where you're walking, going this way. Like underneath you towards
Underneath me
them,
towards them.
but it's loud and big. Whatever it is making a noise. You don't see anything, but it's like.
Yeah.
Underneath.
Careful, don't make you look mad.
Do we hear
Goes
this?
for a little while. Give me a perception check, you guys.
You
Yeah, it doesn't
guys.
sound- Well, this time I do it.
That's one.
17 plus 15,
Oh, man, this
31.
foliage is gorgeous.
31. What'd you get?
I rolled a 1, so I
Okay.
get nothing.
Andy?
22.
20.
Steph?
Ah, 20 this time.
All right. So you hear
Finally.
something. So Elif, or not Elif, Jax kind of turns, you turn around and you're like, you hear something go, and it stops right around in here somewhere. Then you just stop. And then you hear sort of like,
I'm readying my weapon at this point.
sticks breaking. You don't see any.
Below us though.
Maybe. Not, the sticks breaking don't sound below you at all. They don't sound above you, they sound on the same level.
Just, yeah, somewhere.
Mhm.
Okay,
I'm gonna cast no direction.
No direction. Okay.
you determine which way north is.
Yep.
All right. North is this way,
That was north.
towards me.
Just for whenever this goes to shit.
Well,
knows it,
in
but
the
no one else.
Greenlands, north, south, east, west don't mean as much. So this is moon way. This is towards the moon,
Okay.
which is the north for this area.
Can I find my way down through the canopy?
It's thick. You could probably crawl through there a while and get through, but it would be difficult.
And I haven't seen, as I moved the 60 feet, I didn't see any way down or anything like that.
No tree trunks or anything that kind of traverse the different planes of.
Vertical.
Don't do it, it's a trap. Told you.
I was hoping prestidigitation could create some small sound, but apparently not.
It doesn't.
No, thaumaturgy does.
Thaumaturgy does, okay.
Okay.
They're apparently pointing at us.
We're the friends.
Aw, isn't that nice? Okay.
Hilo, careful to your right.
Again, just Elif. Not the rest of us,
I get
just Elif.
I get just Hilo.
Well, we know everything's to the right.
I believe there's an invisible creature approaching all of you from your right as you face me. May I say that in comment, not knowing if the hunter speaks common or not?
Okay. All right, so what do you guys do?
Make a 12 perception trying to figure out what he's talking about. I'm completely stymied.
Okay, you don't hear anything, but Jax is saying, I think that there's an invisible creature to your left. Or your right, my left, somebody's left.
He said to your right, so. I'm reading that as two, all right,
Towards where Don is sitting.
right. Elam's right,
Okay, so what do? You look over there?
Yeah.
Give me a perception check.
I rolled it as a 12,
12?
Yeah.
You don't see anything.
I'm completely stymied, so, yeah.
What about the rest of you?
I'll take a look, or I'll try and see if I see any like
It's invisible.
21, if there's like leaves or something that are shaking.
You don't see anything like that. You've heard some sticks breaking sort of below you and off to the front, but right now, nothing.
What made you say look to your right, Jex?
Um,
Pull out my axe just in case.
somebody
I-
gave me. I received a warning saying that there is something hunting us. And it was,
No, that's not what they said.
shut up, that's what I'm telling them.
So, can I,
Something might be attacking us from. Your right, my left.
so we can't see this twigs and stuff we see that are we hear breaking?
No, the breaking sounds were coming from like over here.
Oh, okay.
But
Does anyone-
Jax is saying something is over
Does
here.
anyone have glitter dust? Does anyone have
I just smell magic.
Pocket sand.
pocket sand?
Awesome.
Nope.
Belly button lint, a whole lot of it.
Depends on how big your belly button is.
I have a ton of that.
I could tear up some leaves and throw it in that
I have
direction.
Death Watch,
What is that watch?
so I can determine the condition of creatures near death within the spell's range. Oh, it's just near death. Hold on.
Okay, Elam, heard it.
Yeah. So basically it's kind of like a, what is it, like
Hit point tracker?
yes,
A health bar appears above. the
yeah.
head.
Right.
The like infrared goggles where I can kind of like get a vibe
Heat
of
seeking.
people, yeah, and then get their health. So I can determine the condition of creatures near death within the spell's range. I instantly know whether they're dead, fragile, healthy, undead, alive, or dead. Like a construct.
All of you here, sort of to your right and behind you. Elam. Right. Elam, right.
Was there
Basically
Mimicking
mimicking
what
what
you
you
said.
said.
Giant parrot,
It's a giant undead zombie parrot.
could be.
Want to take a swing at thin air and see if you hit something?
Come this way.
That's new.
I think he wants to give us the feather.
Yep,
Mm-hmm.
The voice seems to come from all around.
what color was the tail of the creature that I saw?
The little guy?
Yeah,
Not the color that you're looking for.
okay, just checking.
This is not the deranged bird you're looking for.
It was, so. Yeah. Guys, the Cthulhu squirrel doesn't trust this invisible creature.
I'm sorry, the what?
Yeah, I know.
Oh, my brother. Okay.
What?
The Cthulhu
I have a
squirrel.
tentacle and a wing. Sorry, wings.
Keep my eye on
The
you.
Cthulhu squirrel, what part of that didn't you understand?
It is 11.
It's 11,
Oh, you gotta get.
Yeah.
yeah.
All right, you wanna stop here?
We're gonna stop
Just
Yeah,
here.
let's
All
stop
right, we can stop here.
Stopping at the Cthulhu squirrel
Stopping at the Cthulhu Squirrel.
And the zombie parrot,
and the zombie parrot.
the invisible zombie parrot.
Invisible down.
I love that we're assuming that it's one, a zombie, two, a parrot.
Or an
Oh, we know it's
invisible.
invisible, but
Maybe a ghost parrot.
Well, it's invisible. Maybe it just doesn't speak your language, it's trying to mimic you.
Well, that's what I'm
that's
thinking.
definitely,
Like,
But the
Ah.
come this way was new, so it's.
Yeah,
gonna be
that's-
Might have been something that-
right,
it's
well,
like
yeah,
the
it's something you
episode
heard
of,
before.
Doctor Who.
Right.
Or, I don't know. if you've seen
Oh,
it.
What?
Midnight.
yeah,
There's an episode of Doctor Who called Midnight where this alien infiltrates the like train that the doctor is on with a bunch of passengers and like possesses one of the passengers. And initially the thing like it is mimicking everyone, but slowly it begins to just
learns.
mimic. Yeah, it learns and first, then it mimics the doctor, then it matches the doctor as he speaks. And then like it starts to talk before him. And it's
That's pretty cool.
it's
I've
really
always wanted to
fucking
watch the new Doctor Who's because everybody loves them, and I haven't watched a Doctor Who since Tom Baker.
I want you to know that cell phones totally fucked up Doctor Who.
Why, how, what?
Because there's no more need for police booth,
Mm.
police call booth.
I mean, it's still a time traveling,
Why is this here?
well, I mean, there's the same explanation for why there's a 60s police box in the 80s.
I heard somebody once
Well, they
say,
still have them though.
I heard somebody once say that, you guys ever watch Seinfeld? Back in the day?
Yeah.
No.
Not on a
Somebody once
regular
said that
basis.
90% of both Seinfeld and Friends episodes could have
Oh.
resolved in the first 5 minutes if
Oh,
someone
well.
had a cell phone.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's pretty tough, man.
Well, I remember seeing something like that, or there was like